And now we should be live.
All right.
Except it's going to take, I think there's like a couple seconds delay. There we go. Let me just... I normally have an intro video to give buffer, because sometimes if you have it open, it won't start automatically. But we're live now. No intro video.
I see an intro commercial, so maybe we should wait a little bit for people to get the skip option.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I didn't have time to make something clever, so we're just going live straight off the bat. No countdown or anything.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live!
I think you did some clever stuff. I think that the overlay and the stuff that you did there, I think that it's pretty good. I think hopefully
you can't impress people with your intro videos all the time. Sometimes we just need to marvel at your technical genius in other matters, Alan.
Yes. Don't stop.
Okay.
Please continue.
So, everybody who's in chat, we got a number of you. You should be in two places at once because we're going to be showing the video here, but it's going to be kind of stop-start, or every 2 or 3 seconds we'll see a frame, so you can kind of see where we're at. But we're also watching this with Discord with audio, so we can hear it. You guys can't, not by here, but we are watching the chat here. And this
Please don't talk in the Discord.
This is the third time we're doing this now with Amber, TechMex, Pips, and myself. Steve couldn't make it. Poor guy was just like completely blasted by all the awesome predictions he had that we totally ignored on the bingo card. But I think he's asleep.
I thought you were talking about my kids. You're talking about Amber. Okay.
No.
Yes, my kids are cute. Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
So to introduce everybody, I'm technically Mexican if you're on my channel.
Happening?
So we're joined by Amber from The Sword and the Pen, who does have cute pigtails. Not quite as cute as my girls, but very beautiful. And we're joined by the enigmatic Dane Bornhold from the White Cloaks channel, and Pips, the horse from an undisclosed location, probably not on this side of the continent.
But this is time to see how our predictions actually measured up with a live watch of the final episode.
Yeah. So
actually, I can safely say, for those of you curious, I think I'm canonically in Shara.
Got it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Pip, have you seen this yet?
I have not seen this. I figured that I could only suffer it once in one day. I did see a few spoilers. I tried to avoid them. I have seen one major spoiler that does match our bingo card, so I know I got one.
Yeah, I have not watched any of it other than like the intro, because I was trying to make sure the subtitles were working. I saw like the first. I know that we start with a flashback because I saw that, but I don't know what the scene is. And Aldan spoiled something for me on Twitter because I accidentally logged in at like 4:00 in the morning. It's not something that happened. He spoiled that something doesn't happen. We've immediately got a $10 super chat from Stephen Iyer. This is going to be epic. Let's go. Girls, stop talking. Okay. Sorry, I have kids and they might be loud. I will try and keep myself muted for most of the time and unmute to talk. But in the spirit of the White Cloaks YouTube channel, who donate all of their money to buying books, any super chats that you give to this live stream will go to purchasing my own personal leather-bound copies from Dragonsteel. So that I can donate my crappy paperback copies to a school
and claim the tax write-off.
There we go.
That's the most important part. That's the most important part.
We'll try and keep up with.
I think on the Discord we have a couple good tax attorneys. We'll help sort it out.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
No, I do want to donate some books to a school. So, we got $1.99 from Mark Clark. Won't be as good as a Conan stream. It never is. Our Conan streams are garbage, though, but they're fun. We can never get anything working right. Anyway, I will try and keep up with super chats. We will try not to pause a whole lot during the episode, but if there's something really, really stupid, we're going to have to pause and laugh and talk. And
Should we get going?
Yes. So if you didn't watch, we did a bingo thing on Amber's channel. We came up with our predictions. You should already know this. I've got my own. Amber's got hers queued up, randomized. I've got mine. Do we want to review these before we start, or?
Let's just read one really quick.
Or sorry. Before we do that, to give you guys enough time, you can make your own bingo cards to follow along. There's a link in the description to like an online bingo card creator, and at the very bottom of the description of this video, I have listed out all of these predictions. You can copy and paste them into your bingo thing.
Yeah. And feel free
also,
to change some and make your own predictions, but only if you haven't seen the show.
But if you make changes, then you don't get the official prize of
eternal
nothing.
Glory.
Right. You can't compete against us if you make changes. Okay.
You get the continued honor of being a fan of the Wheel of Time.
Okay, so now that you have time to make your own bingo cards, I also believe I posted a link to mine in the Discord, but it's a free account, so only 5 people can use that if you're too lazy to make your own. Okay, what were you saying, Dane?
You got a super chat from our friend across the pond.
What is I don't know if that's a lot of money or very little money, but we got 100
Norwegian kroner.
Norwegian kroners from Dahl.
It's $10. That should be enough for a book.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Not a hardcover leather bound, but it'll get you there.
That's generous.
Well, YouTube thinks it's more than $10 because it's a different color. So
exactly.
That means you can make your super chats longer if you live in a different country, right? Here for some books. People should read more. Exactly. Yes, I'm currently rereading the series it's my first reread, and it's even better than the first time through. I'm not quite done with Crowd of Swords, but I need to starting the next one because I'm supposed to be caught up for the Nerdporials book club. So, and I'm not caught up. Any more housekeeping?
Read more.
No, we gird our loins, folks.
Gird your loins.
It's time to go.
Let's pull up this boy.
All right.
Just do some rearranging.
Should we read through the bingo card real quick?
Do we want to?
Yeah, I can read through it real fast. All right. So
this is the organized one, right? Or have you already randomized this?
I've randomized one, but I'll read the one on there that you guys.
Yeah, ours are randomized. These we did have categories when we made them.
Yeah. So under Aiel Waste, we have Rain in the Desert, but different somehow. Then we've got Moiraine is actually a Darkfriend, Snape-like triple agent, betrays Lanfear in the last hour of her life. Then we've got original Aiel music number at Alcair Dal. Then we got Lanfear kills Moiraine, but then Egwene kills Lanfear. Then we've got Egwene personates Moiraine in the dream world. Under Tanchico, we have Nynaeve overcomes her block by nearly drowning. Then we've got Matt goes to FinnLand through the doorway, which is in the Panarch's palace. Matt gets attacked by a gray man and possibly dies. Min saves Matt from hanging after the Aelfin episode or event. Then Matt gets laid. I actually think that's probably the least likely one out of the entire board is Matt gets laid. Next, under the White Tower plot, Elaida is revealed to be surrounded by Black Ajah like Alviarin. I never know how to say these darn names. Next, Siuan dies.
I think that's Alviarin, right?
Alviarin.
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong.
So then Siuan dies. Then Elaida dethrones Swan, calls her an ethnic slur such as river trash. Then we have Siuan has a silly escape helped by either Varen or her fornicatorium terangrial. Then we have Elaida and Siuan stage a coup to ferret out the Black Ajah. Under the Dark Friends and Forsaken, we have Melindrha is a Dark Friend. Then we have Liandrin saves Nynaeve from Moghedien in a redemption arc. Then Deus Ex Demandred. Then a named Forsaken is in the tower. And last is Elaine learns that Lord Gabriel is Ravine. And the final miscellaneous column is Matt gets answers and items at the same time. AsmoThom, which is Tom being Asmodean.
Totally happening. Totally still happening.
Rand is killed by possibly Melindrha. I don't remember us entering that one. Okay.
Well, it was a super chat. That's why the super chat row was pretty silly.
Gotcha. Then
it's still more plausible than that getting laid.
It is still more plausible than Matt getting laid.
If we're going to talk about more plausible, I think it's important to know that there's at least one of these that we know already doesn't happen, and yet we're still saying that the least likely one to happen is Matt getting laid. So apparently Matt getting laid is literally less likely than something guaranteed did not happen.
Negative probability.
We're throwing out.
Second to last one is Moiraine has the Shadar Lagoth dagger, and the final one is Perrin rescue shot at the tail end of the episode. Broad monologue to the end to end this season. So basically a monologue, and during that we see that Perrin gets rescued. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's it.
So
scramble them up, folks.
We're just about ready to start. Do we want to change AsmoThom though, because there was a clip released that might have spoiled that one?
Do we want to change?
Well, I mean, AsmoThom could still happen even if Asmodean's plotline is given to somebody else.
We're doing Sam O'Dean taking it.
Who's Dean? Dean who?
Asmodean.
Oh, got it.
Samodian. Samodian.
Okay. Yeah, the middle column's going to be hard to get, but
we're supposed to change.
Don't worry. No. It's totally allowed. We're allowed to cheat, especially on this card.
Oh boy!
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. All right.
Exactly. That's. There's going to be plenty of updates still coming. So let's go.
So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you're only going to see screenshots every couple seconds.
Which, hey, for the people who will watch this, 1, 2, and 10 years from now in order to enjoy our witty banter, they'll still get, a taste of what we're watching and experiencing in real time. But for everyone else, you should go, check out the live stream in the Band of the Red Hand.
Yeah. Are we all set?
Let's do it.
Okay. No more ado about nothing. Let's do it. I'm not excited.
It feels like homework.
It does. All right.
Which is so sad. It wouldn't have taken much for this to be awesome.
This is a previously on, right? Okay,
yeah, this is previously on. Exactly. It really wouldn't have taken much. You could.
That was the dumbest line ever. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just saying, episode 4 had glimpses of greatness in it where you're like, wow, they actually could have done a good job with this show, and they chose not to on purpose.
They could have done a passable job with this show. It remains to be seen. They would have had to have done better than episode 4.
I forgot that they used modern swears.
Yeah, I know. I was upset.
The author who's known for basically inventing the concept of fake swears.
It's not the worst thing ever, but yes, it is clearly. It's like if, yeah, they had an option to use in-world language, but.
We're starting with a White Tower flashback of Elaida, right?
Yeah. In the suppository.
Okay.
No one knows about.
I said we weren't going to pause. I knew we were. Okay. The only
Yeah.
thing that I knew, because I was testing the subtitles, was that we started 10 years ago with an Elaida flashback. I didn't know she was going to be coming out of the doorway.
This is great. I'm already excited about this. I don't know why you paused this. It's only going to get better from here. We should just, hey, if you're going through hell, keep going.
Well, let's just note here she's looking at something that she got in there.
Right.
So
Okay.
this
Probably.
strongly hints this is the elfin.
Okay.
It's
So
probably a
ones who
foxhead
give
medallion
wishes.
that's on her little charm bracelet there.
yeah, this was something that people had already figured out, right? That like they were talking about how this was listed as an Aelfin bracelet through. I don't know where they got the leaks from, or it was like a prop video or something like that, right?
Well, you do a close up on it in a previous episode, and then you're just like, all right, Chekhov's
Right.
gun.
There was also like some behind the scenes information that was okay. I got. All right, are we ready to start?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
As ready as we can be.
Matt,
Do we think that this
Rand,
is
and Moiraine have not gone through the door frames, but Elaida has.
Yep.
so? She was originally supposed to be Cadswain, right? So do we think this is Cadswain's
Spoilers,
paralysis?
Spoilers, Pips.
Oh no! What?
Amber has no idea who Cat.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then it doesn't spoil
Is
anything.
this Cat Swida?
Probably.
Probably
Wanted nothing
Let's
more than
keep
to be
going.
Amerlin.
What?
But don't worry. This is a Chekhov's gun, and these idiots don't know what that means. So this literally will not come up again. I'd wager.
Okay.
I'm surprised that they addressed the bracelet at all, honestly. I thought they were going to forget.
Well, they hung a
I
lantern
think
on
this
it
is-
twice, and then they did forget.
Her hand is going to twitch here as she's looking at it, and it's going to be a callback to the excellent previous episode.
I like her
This is
candy
what makes
striper
her
dress.
twitch.
Take a minute.
Striper dress.
Alcoholism makes her twitch.
Okay, we are not going
He
to make it
knows
through
what
this
he's talking
episode.
about.
This is
You
going to
can't
take
keep
forever.
pausing like this. You're gonna have you just gotta play.
Okay, this is a pretty big departure. Okay,
No, it's not. It's downhill from here, Alan.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the least.
This
I'm
is
pressing.
the least
I'm
of it.
pressing
This is the
play.
least
We
of
are
it.
we are done talking about this.
Yep.
I hate it.
Amber's only got 3 hours. We can't do this to her. Oh my goodness. This is her losing the vote.
Well, they're just doing more
What's special
telling.
about this day? Is this when Siuan?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
They're doing
this
a
is
vote,
the
vote in the hall.
between them.
In case you didn't get it the last 3 times,
So
Alviarin is a
so
white Ajah
everyone just
driven by
knows
logic.
about the Aelfin?
But this is down in the suppository that no one knew about and thought it was, didn't exist. And here they are having a scene in it with these two.
Wait. Shit, didn't she need to find out about it earlier in order to know that that's where it was?
No,
Yeah.
she just needed to know that's where the Black Ajah was being kept.
That's right.
Wait,
Wait, that other she's Black Ajah too, or sorry, the white sister is Black Ajah, right?
Spoilers. Potentially, but this
So
this
they
show
all
too-
just know where the 13th depository is.
don't worry, this is about to get a heck of a lot
Except for-
dumber. Don't
What?
get angry
In
at
the
this.
previous episode.
Just wait.
Wait,
I'm
since when
not
did the Aes
allowed
Sedai
to
have
get
cloaks?
angry.
Are these
No, you're
uniforms?
allowed to get. You can
we
get
just
angry now.
Appreciate that they have shawls. I mean, just the last episode of this. Is that a dude?
That's Mr. Keeper.
Is that seriously?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You can look. You can look the person up, and you can look
But-
up their Wikipedia, and yes,
But no, though, right?
Yes.
Is this real life?
yes.
I think this would have to be a person being cast to play a woman.
Yeah.
Because
they know.
if
They
you-
know they're canceled.
if in the show story, transitioning is possible, that is an issue, because it means that, well, we either have to say that, you know, you're born male, but then you channel like a woman, so you are actually a woman, so then you can transition to a woman, or you
No,
can't.
no. Trans women are real women. Okay?
Well, but if you can transition,
yeah, you can just
then it would mean
change.
that-
You can just change magic systems willy nilly.
Well,
Alan's
it
going to get
means
his
that-
stream demonetized, and we're going to
No, I'm trying to not get this. Trans women are real women.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, let's all try to think from the show's logic here. Okay, if you have somebody who can transition, were they
I think
born?
that your first statement was correct.
Were they born?
This is that in the show. This is just a woman playing a woman. That's
Okay,
it. This is just a
I think
nice to die.
That's the show's
Okay,
logic.
That's what I think. It has to be, because I don't think that
Yes.
you can have transitioning at all possible in this world.
Us noticing is the problem. So
Exactly.
we should just keep moving
Pips
on.
and I laughing. We're the issue. It's not that this man is a keeper. We're the issue for misgendering this person or laughing at it, and it's a deliberate goad at us to basically say we're the problem in society. Well, you know what? Supreme Court in the UK decided for us. So,
What?
anyways,
Why is it that all of the keepers have these matching outfits now?
Yeah, I am wondering the same thing. Is this a uniform, or is this like for ceremonial use only?
This
These
is
are the stoles.
their shawls that they had
They've never worn
had
before in the
But
film?
they didn't use them in any other scene when the hall was called.
Yeah, but this
is
a
it a
vote for the
special
armor
occasion
one.
because it's a
It's
vote?
special occasion. Yeah.
could be, but
Okay.
this is more akin to what it should be like. In that Ajas don't always dress up in their own colors all the time, but they wear kind of their color-coded shawls ceremonially. But
I could be okay.
anyways,
That's fine.
Mr. Keeper, on we go.
Sorry, I had to go back too because I missed that because my girls are being crazy, but they're calming down now. Okay. This is going to be a long stream.
Did we rewind? We must.
I did. I had to rewind.
Sorry, I was like, what?
It's the keeper.
Yes.
He's not even close to passing.
It's just the health undersecretary.
The guy who steals dresses
Surgeon
from the
General.
airport.
So the Three Blues Varen stand.
Oh,
She gets 3 votes.
4.
Ooh, I like the earring on one girl. The costumes is all I've got, guys.
I mean,
That's not how this works either.
Well, just wait.
oh,
Doesn't even know how to vote right, Alviarin.
What?
betrayal.
So that's 6 votes.
So
Betrayal.
They
7.
need. Do they need 8? They need 8. Oh, there you
11.
go.
That's
Okay.
Karenni. So
Hey,
she's
it's
back for
Karenni.
season 1.
why are they all?
Why
Is
is,
it going to
why is
explain?
there a brown Aja in a red cloak?
Why were they so reluctant to stand at first, but now they're okay with it? Is it just for drama?
Yeah.
Okay.
The drama.
Maureen's wearing
Drama.
her forehead jewel.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
when they delay
Weren't
their
they supposed
vote
to
in
ask
the
for
books,
the?
there's a reason
Weren't they
for
supposed
it.
to ask for the greater consensus at this point? You know, hey,
Yeah.
the lesser consensus having been reached.
Coming.
Wait,
That's what
since
they
when
do.
are non-sitters allowed in the hall too? Did you? There's a whole gallery up there.
Well, the problem
Yeah,
is
they're allowed.
the hall is like 9 stories tall. So it's like, how much of the tower is actually the hall of the
Are we
tower
just
up the middle?
praying? Is this the?
He does look like Stephen Fry in drag. Thank you, Mark Clark, for the $1.99. So
British have a proud tradition of men in drag. Like Monty
We're not going to get
Python
a
would
full
go-
intro. That we don't get the full intro. It's just
not this entire season.
No, we
Thank
did. I
goodness.
thought.
No.
No.
Nope. There hasn't been a single
last year
episode
they
with the
gave
full
it to
intro.
us, or last season they gave us one.
I don't even hate the intro. It's like it's okay.
No, the intro's good. I like it. I like the music for the whole show too. I don't care what people say. I enjoy it. I think it's a unique sound.
Agree to disagree.
It's not the worst thing about
That's
the show.
okay. You don't
Definitely
have to agree.
I actually sort of agree with you. Like the music on its own is not just awful. My issue is the way that they use it. They always try and use the music to elevate a drama that the scene doesn't earn at all. Like it just it makes the scene feel a little bit absurd, I think, usually.
That's the point of using music, but the thing is that they don't have the writing to make it feel like it earned that music.
Yeah, you have to like have like a little bit of like actual gravitas to a scene to like play the epic music over top of it. And otherwise it's like a satire.
So Swan's dumb plan to support Rand is getting objections, and they have no idea where it's coming from. Like, they never read the Prophecies of the Dragon, so whatever.
Yeah.
Was that Japanese? Was she writing in kanji?
No, it's the show specific character, or the series specific characters. So there is an alphabet that Robert Jordan made along with the new language.
Wasn't that for the old tongue though?
Yes and no. The old tongue and actual spoken is supposed to be closely related. All right, enough of that. Let's go to the waste.
I'm already so done.
Yep.
It's very sad that I find this so boring, and it's the finale. Like, I just don't care about these people.
Rand's got to go harvest the squash.
All of this,
as he should. He should. He has toe.
Yeah. Is she just standing in this garden alone, crying?
Yep. Oh, sad Rand. You've been summoned, Rand, by the wise ones. Let's go.
I hate seeing those two in scenes together.
Oh, here we go.
Because he's actually good at acting, and she cannot emote at all.
She is a plank of wood.
I thought she was good in her enslavement segments.
It was over the top.
So how is he shielded?
Just by one woman.
My guess is Lanfear did it.
Remember Rand? Well, okay, spoilers. This wouldn't have held Rand, but
yeah.
Again, now we just have Samael telling. By Sun Tzu.
Wait, is that right? Is that what? Okay, so they didn't exist, and he basically assembled people to form armies.
Well, like it's not like war wouldn't have existed in the history books. It's just that they'd had peace for a very long time, and he brought fighting back, contention.
Yeah.
But the way that they say this line, he's like,
I invented it.
I invented the concept of armies, and it's like,
no. Well, no, he did say I discovered the art of war. Is that what he said? I discovered it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them that, though.
Big Book of Bad Art, or the Big White Book, basically says yes. The Age of Legends was so advanced and so peaceful, and there were no problems that basically words for war and violence had basically disappeared.
Yeah, so a lot of this we need to pause here and argue about this. I think it's close enough. It's clunky dialogue. It's whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
It's in
the books. But it's also pointless, as you'll see.
Yeah, it's in the books. I just don't like the dialogue.
Yeah,
how it's said it's a confusing way to reveal that.
Well.
This is also book accurate.
Yeah. You're going to kiss him.
Because the 28 seconds he had with Logain in the previous season wasn't enough.
I feel like they'd remember one of the key adversaries in the last battle, though, right?
Well, let's just remember, it's been 3,000 years, and they still remember who he is. Moraine's threatening to lock him up for a third of that time, and everyone will forget him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Haughty Sedai.
All right, so both of these scenes were the ones that were spoiled.
Yep.
What is with her hair?
She's Tulsi Gabbard. I dig it.
You know,
No, the loopies.
Yeah, Tulsi can do that.
Not her.
Oh, the other one?
Liandrin?
Yeah, the black lady.
Chesmo.
or not.
It's Chesmo Emery.
Asian lady.
This is so good. Some dude came and sold it to me. Here you go. Also, look at my fingers.
So we had a random character show up and just give it to the main character so that she could steal it, so that she could just give it to another character. This
And
thing
say
has
that
been given.
This is so boring.
Just
It's nonsense, too. Not suspicious at all. And remember, she's the one who prepares the food, and she's got like black stains on every
yeah, that's
finger.
just gross.
I mean, the clear. I suppose.
What is he wearing on his head?
Those
Oh,
are his
veil.
prostitute beads.
What?
So if you recall,
Why would
from the
Nynaeve
books,
know how to use them?
Oh, I
Exactly.
really want some ramen right now. That would be so good.
but from the books, the Domani way of eating is all the fashion in Terabon when they're here. So, Easter egg. Look,
Yeah.
the person we're supposed to tail.
That was convenient.
What?
Put on,
Hey.
put on your disguise.
Remember when we sent a man to his death so that we could find them last episode?
And didn't
and then,
follow the
and
guy?
then didn't follow them so we could
Yes.
find them?
They're just standing there waiting for these women to walk in.
Max, I'm using
Wait,
I'm using OBS, but I'm only capturing one frame every second.
and let's show the caller for the 8th time this season.
Just in case the audience forgot, this is what we're here for.
Let's just bring that with us. This is what we're looking for.
Don't forget
Have
it.
you
looks
seen
like
this color?
I know we've been searching through books for this exact picture, but this is what it looks like. Don't forget.
Leandrin killed like 8
Hey,
guards.
hey,
Like,
she's wearing white.
She is wearing
I
white.
can't believe
Is
it.
this the first time?
Maybe.
No, in the flashback, she was wearing white.
We should have had that as a book accurate prediction.
Okay, so he's, oh yeah, I know things now.
We're right where the Sharum crashed. Believe me, we're not going to show where it crashed. It's just we're in the woods somewhere.
This is in the dream
Oh.
world.
I was trying to help
Yeah.
Egwene by choking her out.
Wait, I thought she was talking about Moiraine.
No, she's talking about
Egwene.
what she was doing to Egwene. I was making her stronger by torturing her. I was doing it for her.
That's
Oh,
right.
here you go. Here you go. She's not a bad person. She was forced to swear the oaths to the Dark One.
She had no choice.
Yeah. There was probably a man who forced her to.
Yeah, the Dark One is a man.
This makes me sick to my stomach. Not marry you?
Had a very hot blonde wife. Lots of kids.
Lewis Theron got told down by Latra in season 1. How is he on the throne of anything? But you're no catch either, Randolph or.
Why?
Snap her neck. Snap her neck. Snap her neck.
He can't do that. You guys ready for it? Venom.
Right. Channeling doesn't matter in the dream world. She should know this. What?
Egwene saves the day. Now everybody get your positions. Good work, Egwene. Thanks, Bear.
Oh man, Land pulling out his sword.
What is that
the
sword
dumbest
for?
thing.
That'll be
And
It's
her
a
having her
special
stupid
Forsaken killing
flaming
sword.
spears. Son of a.
It's a Forsaken killing sword.
What?
It's their secret weapon.
Wouldn't there be a better way to set this trap
Probably.
than to piss her off?
So they just assume she's not coming.
But
Yep.
you already did assume that by setting this trap. What is this writing? That was
10 seconds.
presumably Moraine's plan, right? Because she's the mastermind.
She's
Pa-
already
patience for 10
she's already
seconds.
here.
So she made a plan so that she could talk down to Rand when it didn't work.
It's Melindrha.
Is that our first bingo?
Yep. It's about to be.
Melindra's a dark friend.
Is that our first bingo?
That's our first bingo.
My gosh, I can't believe we haven't had any so far.
Bingo. So that entire scene was just so that we could talk down to Rand and say, your stupid plan didn't work. Even though it wasn't his plan, it was Moraine's plan.
Well, we were kind of close on the plot of like Egwene is actually the one who does stuff in the dream world and defeats Lanfear. But if I recall, Alan, you were saying there's no way Lanfear is like the ultimate master of Teleran Riyadh and Egwene could never defeat her. So we kept that off. We discussed it, but as is, I think, the case with this whole thing, we thought these ideas were too stupid to make to our bingo card, and we're seeing them play out on screen.
Well, that's
Why?
it.
Sounds about right.
What makes me more upset is the fact that Liandrin, or not Liandrin, sorry, the main character of the show, sorry, why Lanfear would start channeling in Teleon Riyadh.
The true power.
Yeah. She
I don't even
knows
know if
that
works.
doesn't matter. She can do anything she wants in the dream world. She doesn't need to channel.
Well, that's not really fair. It's not that it doesn't matter. It's that there are things that you can do without channeling, right?
Right. That's
but
more powerful.
The Forsaken still use the one power and the true power plenty of times in the dream.
Can you trap somebody in the dream world? Can you trap someone there?
Yep. You can do it.
Why didn't they just do that? They had 3.
Read and find out.
No,
I'm just saying Lanfear specifically should know that there were better tactics than to start channeling.
Sure. But she was angry.
Anyways,
Okay,
that's not a readout.
so like
Readout for Amos
set
book
him
5.
on fire with your thoughts, like do that. Okay.
It's not getting any better, bud.
I know. We're 15 minutes in? Okay. All right, I'm pressing play.
Gird your loins.
They're girded.
What an absurd little front entrance.
Notice how they all come through the side door.
And they'll immediately take their veils off.
What line? I have this thing where I don't like to watch kids die.
That's a callback to his nephew, Owen.
I know.
Hey, since these
just
guys
the
are all
line.
about to go in and storm the castle and probably like kill some goons and stuff, does them taking their mask off right now mean that their show canonically Aiel?
No.
No one but Alan.
Wait, you mean
he's coughing. No one else got your joke because, come on, Peps. I know it's late, but come on.
All right, fine. All right.
It means they're not there to slaughter humans. They're there to slaughter
we don't
animals.
need to. Leandrin did it for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
There's going to be some red shirts left for them for sure.
Okay. I can breathe again.
Who lives in the Panarch's
you-
palace anyway?
You can't.
The Panarch. That's
Panarch.
Okay.
The female, it's like a queen equivalent in
Okay.
their political system.
Okay.
You can't keep hogging this on these scenes, man.
I'm sorry. I was okay. It's a really dumb line.
So they automatically worked out if Forsaken compulsed them and took.
We didn't get to see them realize that they were compulsed.
No.
How did they know that?
Well, they just figured it out here, but it's not the first time. Or actually, it won't be
I
the
love
last.
that they literally have explained the band like 17 times. It's good.
Yeah.
Why does
Look at
Elaine
those
always
boots that
look?
Min is wearing.
Oh.
Elaine always has
Platform.
horrible outfits.
Hey guys.
She also just has very bad posture, so they don't
Yeah,
look good on
she
her.
does not look like a queen or a princess.
Oh, look. Is Moghedien going to kill Samael?
Samodine.
How does she know?
She tied off a shield. I thought she didn't know how to tie off shields. Lost in the Age of Legends.
Well,
Some
these
say.
ones do. And then Moron learned how to do it.
How
But
does
yeah.
she know where he is?
No
Yeah,
idea.
how did she figure this out? Who told her?
No idea.
I thought that was like the whole point of why she hasn't attacked sooner, is that she didn't know where anybody was.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Yeah. So that.
He was a completely
What was
useless,
the point
worthless
of
character.
Samodian then?
Well, no. If we go back a little ways, it's even
I'm so
dumber
glad.
because
I'm
they
so
they
glad
all
that we gave
decided
him a fake out death, and we
they
wasted
all decided to
10
leave
minutes.
to go to Alcair Dal,
And they
And they
left
just-
him there.
and they left him there. They just forgot about the Forsaken that they had locked up.
Maybe
Oh
they
my-
moved a big rock in front of the cave.
Oh God. Way to say that out loud in front of everyone.
Yeah, seriously. Say it a little louder. Some of the Aiel and back didn't hear.
The
Like,
people
just-
can't know the thing I'm about to say out loud.
You can't say we
Stage
followed the-
whispering in this show is atrocious. It happens all the time in the White Tower where they're like, there are servants right there. And
It's about to get worse. He's a piece of shit. I mean, sorry. He's a dirtbag.
He
He's a
likes
dirtbag,
choking
Egwene.
women when he bangs them.
Avienda's
Is he
just
worthy
listing
of
all the
your
reasons
strength?
is he worthy
people
of your
never like him.
strength?
Is there gonna be a single scene in this show that doesn't just talk down to Rand?
No. Here's something in this exchange that I'm noting is if Moron dies or thinks that she's about to die, has she done any prep work for Lan? Because Lan's fate is inexorably tied with hers.
Nope.
Not yet.
If she
He
dies,
sucks.
he's going to go nuts. So, not addressed.
Has she not already done that thing?
Wait, just now Melindrha was listening in on their conversation,
Yes.
wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were stage whispering so loud about how Moiraine knows she's going to die today.
Yep.
Because that's not important to keep secret.
Ooh.
Notice how
Yeah, look at the AI. Look at the AI little
That's
shadow
not good.
What is
guys.
with the people fake dueling? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was.
that-
Yeah.
that's for later, but also didn't look like a whole lot.
Why is this dude in a bathrobe? Did he get Matt Cotton's wardrobe?
Yep. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, hey, she's here.
Lanfear.
Oh, she's a slut.
Are they going to obey this random ass lady who just walked in?
Yeah,
I guess.
apparently.
They're really,
Why is
they're
she
really
wearing
making
like?
Couladin look. I bet she calls him toy.
Dude, he is ripped.
That's probably why they had him in the bathrobe so they could show off the abs.
Why doesn't she want Rand to be declared the Karkarn?
Because she's mad at him now.
Because she's
Because,
mad at-
come
because
on.
he called her a
No.
monster. Yep, that's exactly what's going on.
She's
She's
the
putting
one
all-
that gives him his tattooate.
Wouldn't I'm sorry, but wouldn't the Shido have at least some sense of honor? Like, wait,
No.
you can't have you fake this. He
Nope,
comes
even-
out.
Shadow dogs.
Even like the minor villains have no agency in this show. It's all the women making the plans.
Look accurate.
It
You
is
look
actually
lovely, Elaida. Now move along.
No.
Are we gonna get the end
No,
of Lord of Chaos?
eight
in
is
this
too
freaking
many.
It's you'll see.
1 is too few and 8 is too many.
That's something else.
8 is enough to gentle a man.
You know what?
I love how she's carrying
I
her
like
throne
Liandrin.
around.
Carrying
I
around
like
the
Liandrin.
little-
She's my new hero in this show. I want her to win. She should win.
She's
been
the
through
only
enough.
good character. She goes around killing pedophiles. I want her to keep going.
And her hair is so wickedly 90s. I love it. Just like go for it. I want her to win.
Just a straight blowout.
You get that with tight braids overnight. They're
Yeah.
glorious in the morning.
Yeah, she
Oh.
needs a consult on her hair.
This whole
It's too
palace
ratty.
is basically empty except okay, wait, there's dead bodies on the floor. Are we assuming that Liandrin has just cleared the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's a cat, so this one was probably Chesmal Emery's kill.
Oh, is it eating the lady who's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's, standard cat.
And now
It's
Elaine
a
is
kind
like,
of metal.
guess what?
Like there's gonna be
Yeah,
nothing
sure.
made of metal in this palace.
Oh my gosh.
Is this the right time for this conversation?
Oh yeah, totally.
These two, even with the Hills of Tanjiko song, have barely spoken to each other in this show. But good.
But now we reveal that they have a book accurate relationship.
She used to tug on his
No,
Mustachios.
buzzed cut mustache.
With the deviancy of the people writing this show, she probably tugged on something else.
Oh,
How does Min not know what the collar looks like? I thought they had a picture
You
of
know they
it
have pictures.
in the ship.
Well, they knew what the statue was,
Oh, okay, they know what the bracelet
But-
looks like. They don't know.
but
what
they're
the collar
actually
looks
going in, and they also know what.
like. That's the
a
same.
call-
They've used this same room 4
I was about
times
to say
now.
they've used this. This is not a big set. I mean, that's fine, but
Guys,
It's just
their
silly.
their advantage is they know what the collar looks like when it's not on someone. So
You know what I like?
it only gets the bib when it's put on someone.
yeah, but wouldn't Nynaeve have explained? It's just she did what she did to,
Yeah, she
to
did.
Matt just there, but
so
still.
she's already been in this
Oh.
room, so she's coming back to this room. This is the
Yeah,
same
there's
room. 'cause it's
dead
got the
bodies on the
body.
ground.
What is this show?
Backtracking.
She's like dowsing with the two bracelets, like feeling it out.
Yes,
This doesn't look like a palace to me. This looks like a temple.
this looks like a hoarder's house.
It does.
Seriously.
I'm kind of digging the indoor-outdoor vibes, though. I mean, that can be very pleasant in a warm climate, except for
Yeah,
the
sure.
millipedes. That's always a problem.
Yeah, it's gross.
Where did they come from?
A lot of just unattended torches and dampness for, this place looks like it's very humid.
Okay,
There's a lot of torches.
we're about to get laser beam.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters assemble.
Hallway looks familiar.
More dead bodies.
The two of them too.
Some of the cinematography.
Wait,
Here,
is this?
we got a
suggesting-
bingo. We got a bingo here, guys.
Okay, wait. He just said around 5 is when he left. He's like, oh, so just before AsmoThom. Is she supposed to be 15?
She's supposed to be 20. So
But
15
he
years.
just said that he left when she was 5. And she said, oh, then that would have been right before Gabriel arrived, became the consort. So she's supposed to be 15?
These people can't do math. That's the least
Yeah, they can't
surprising
do
thing. But Elaine learns that Lord Gabriel is Ravine.
Yep. That's a
We're
winner.
going to stamp that one. Maybe doesn't know Ravine, but knows that that's a Forsaken. We can put that on the bingo
Well,
card.
Yeah. And there's probably about to be another line of dialogue here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to go back like a second because I didn't see it.
Okay.
Some of the cinematography in these shots is really bad. But there's a bunch of stuff that should be in focus that's not.
Yeah. Trust me, I would know if there was a dude banging your mom.
Because it was me. She wasn't even aiming at them.
She missed.
I know.
She was aiming at the ceiling.
Oh man, aim's like an Imperial Stormtrooper, am I right?
Just wait.
Oh no.
Thanks, man.
Goodness.
Wait, he just walks in.
Yep.
He
Took a wrong turn.
Can you rewind that bit again? He got pulled in.
No agency.
So dumb.
None of the men in this show have agency. Ah!
The pulling effect, that's the effect of like the transfer, but he was just like, okay, whatever, and he was going to go walk to the other side. That's all.
Oh man. All right.
I don't know if you know this. Agency is kind of one of the core themes of the books.
Yeah.
I like that her entire outfit seems to be a way to show off that she has this sternum tattoo. For 3 seasons, the only thing that she's had as a character is she does have a sternum tattoo.
Does she in real life?
Girls.
No, I think it's just the show. I think it's
Awesome.
All right, so that's another bingo. Matt goes to FinnLand through the doorway, which was in the Panarch's palace. We're doing good, guys.
That's another Matt.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's give that.
Is that 3?
let's see what the dead bodies in Finland are.
Okay, this is.
Gird your loins, Alan.
I can't wait for it to be like a weird cave instead of, oh man, the Finn. We're not going to see the Finn, are we? There's no way.
Gird your loins, Pips.
I'm really hoping we get actual snakes and actual foxes. That was
going to be like never-ending story level of like.
Nope.
Hold on.
All right, let's.
Baby girl.
Alan's girls are doing him a favor, trying to distract him from the pain he's currently suffering.
Sorry. I love them, and they are the best. I can't complain.
Yes,
Okay.
they are the best.
All right. Matt gets sucked on. Got it.
He did get laid.
He did.
No, we're not getting no.
Matt
no,
gets laid.
No.
He did walk through. That
He
was him
gets-
walking through.
He gets something sucked.
No, that's later.
It's so good. I gotta see it again.
You trying to use it now is just you wanting to not have to use it later when he has a romantic scene with a man.
Why was this
Yeah.
arch set up in such a way that like it was really easy to walk through?
So that we could have this.
People walking in that room would accidentally walk through it. So a lot of people been in this place.
Yeah.
What?
Just wait.
It's just a furry?
What?
It looks like that live action movie Cats.
Oh no!
It's the Grinch Who Stole Christmas,
Oh.
but gray
wait.
and orange.
Wait. What are the rules for FinnLand? What are you not supposed to bring?
No fire, no iron, no music.
Courage to strengthen, iron to bind, fire
That's
to
the-
something, or fire
That's
to
the
blind.
rules. It's the opening of the Snakes and Ladders. The
Courage to
rules are you
strengthen,
can't
fire to
have.
bind, music to dazzle, fire to blind.
So there's no iron in any of that?
That's right.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Have you guys ever
None of
seen-
what he's wearing has iron?
Nothing.
It could be
Don't worry about it.
bronze.
Could be silver. Okay, have any of you guys seen the BBC version of Chronicles of Narnia? The really old ones from like
Yeah.
He looks like one of the werewolf guys. That's
Honestly,
like
the werewolf guys looked better.
no kidding. That is like the same. This is not how I imagined the Aelfin. Am I completely wrong? Is this like a totally off description?
Can I
You're not wrong.
just throw out that if this was literally a guy in a fox furry suit, it would have been better than this.
The Cats looks better than this. I didn't watch Cats, so thank you for the crones. Crones? I don't know.
Fadeon saying this is a furry Pennywise. That's the yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, let's
keep going.
Okay.
Oh, those are his arms underneath. That's not a jacket.
Yeah, and that does not look like skin
or fur. That doesn't look like fox fur.
No, I'm just saying. So he's supposed to be wearing things that appear to be made out of
Human
Skin.
skin.
potentially skin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He's
looks-
got like a leather harness on, but
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a BDSM rig.
Yeah.
Boy.
Everything in the show is BDSM, man.
Well-
That popped collar is outrageous.
It looks like he's trying to be the Queen of Andor.
Or Elvis. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, you're gonna hit play because this is this is a very long time.
It's not getting any better. The arch is gone. All right, this kind of shit makes a little bit of sense, right? Okay, so it's the wishes, it's not the answers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just like what Elaida got in the.
Let's see.
although-
Wait, so the other arches are wishes too? I guess.
Yeah, apparently the arches go to the same place and they grant wishes. There's no answers,
Okay.
so they simplified it.
Oh,
But we didn't see that coming.
I guess we're not getting the yeah.
Oh, Min's got to consult her drawing.
Why?
I don't know.
It's for the audience. For the audience, of course. Because
What?
we forgot that he hangs from that doorway, guys. Her character
So,
definitely
this-
wouldn't remember what
this
she
is what-
saw in her
What is
vision.
Nynaeve
You know what? I
doing?
actually
Doing?
I
I
actually
mean,
want
was
to give
getting
some credit.
close.
I want to give some credit to the showrunners here. They actually really understand their target audience.
Yeah,
They're like
they're all on their phone scrolling through.
they're like, is our
Angry
audience
Birds.
smart enough to remember basic facts about the story? No, show them a picture right beforehand.
and just again, Liandrin has to double check her drawing. What am I looking for again? Oh yes, let's show this again.
That was it, wasn't it, in her hand?
Spoilers, Amber.
Well, it looked like a collar. Maybe it was a bangle. It could have been a bangle. That was it. That was it.
Yep.
Did she not recognize it if she touched it?
This is the key thing: is that she's looking for a bib, but Nynaeve, because she was actually working with one of these things in the last season, knows it
Knows
just
that
looks
it's a
like a
collar.
ring.
Okay, I'll give him that.
No, you don't have to give them that.
Give anything.
I gotta be fair. I gotta give him some. Some people put a lot of work into this show. Not everybody, but a lot.
Did they? Oh man, if they kill Tom off again in the same episode that he's introduced twice, so good.
Who are you, Tom Marilyn?
Oh, I saw him.
How did that even... Sorry.
How does he reach this conclusion?
No, but when-
how would
like-
he possibly?
Would they have ever even conceived of compulsion before? Like, is this
No.
something that people know
No.
about?
No,
This
Not
is
like
exactly
later-
how Robin gets away with this in the books.
If anything, he should have told her, I don't remember this person. And she'd be like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? I totally remember. It's like, no, I've been keeping tabs. And then she puzzles it out. Maybe
You'd-
somebody's being, maybe I've been
Like,
compulsed. Just
you
like I
don't-
was 5 minutes ago when Moghedien came in and
You'd
compulsed me.
think that would make sense.
The fact that that this just came up in casual conversation too is ridiculous. Oh,
While
hey,
you're being
by the
chased.
way, did you know that my mom's banging this dude? Like,
So this is what might keep AsmoThom alive, but if you go back and go forward another line, you'll see where it's just like, how did you get to this on your jump to conclusions, Matt?
Let's just let's keep playing. This is supposed to be a watch, not a breakdown.
Okay.
Oh,
It's just me.
Here's your plot for the next season, Elaine. Go kill Ravine.
what next season?
Exactly.
Hey, if he gets hit with balefire, does she not remember this conversation?
We can only hope.
If he gets hit with balefire, can I forget this conversation?
Oh my gosh, we're dumping Tom again.
Gets better.
Is Matt going to pick up his hat?
Let's put on Matt's hat, everyone.
Is Matt going to pick up his hat?
What was that?
Why would you say hey? Why would he say hey?
Oh God!
He misses again.
Did she kill herself?
Did she not?
It's gonna backfire and shoot herself in the head.
We should have listened to
Oh
Prophet.
my gosh!
But she's able to control. Like,
Yeah,
the
she's
person
better.
who's already fired it once.
It's because
Was-
Elaine
what is
understands
this? What?
things.
Back in time. Balefire
Okay.
burns people
Okay.
back in time, so they're
Okay.
showing it visually.
I don't hate that. The
That
time
is an
reversal.
interesting.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think that it shouldn't have been done a visual like that. I think that they could have done a stuttered frame, like a time skip backwards, where the one
Yeah.
character stayed put.
Yeah.
There's other
What
ways
is
it
he
could have
wearing
done.
on
I
his feet?
appreciate that they tried.
Why he's on platform heels?
What was that? Look at his shoes. Somebody has to rewind it. Show those shoes. I'm
Do we need
sorry.
to see the shoes?
We'll probably about to see
Yes,
him
you
again.
have to look at those shoes.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
was that?
Yeah. Look at these.
When was the last time you noticed a man's shoes? Come on.
I
no,
do.
No. They're bad.
And I
They're
broke out of
bad.
Shawshank Prison.
I thought they were hooves at first.
Watch
So
this.
he has like Ogier feet.
They're reverse heels.
Oh.
They don't even have heels. They're just like, okay, here are your 2
Yeah,
inch
they're
platforms on
reverse
your
heels.
disposal.
I love how the
This-
balefire rod has huge recoil. As $5 from Steve Iyer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we think-
Unless Elaine uses it, then it doesn't.
Do we think that these boots came out of Rafe's personal collection?
Yes, I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
I've definitely seen people wearing these kinds of boots before. They're like drag show type
Yeah.
shoes, for sure.
This
Like really
show is
outrageous,
so-
super toe platform.
So they went to a furry convention to find their
Yeah,
girlfriend.
this show is so sexually frustrated. It's absurd.
I thought they were hooves. I really
Wait.
thought that those were supposed to be hooves.
Foxes
Does-
don't have hooves.
I know, but that's why I was confused. I was like, why does the fox person have hooves? And then I was like, wait a second.
I do like that this shows that they know how to put platform shoes on people who are supposed to be taller. It's weird that they didn't do it for Loyal more than like 1 out of every 3 episodes.
Good one. That's a zinger. Do we think that Matt gets laid in Finland? Is that one of his
No.
needs?
You really want him to get some action. I don't think it's
do.
going to happen.
I think his bingo card is dependent on that square.
Yeah, because I was doing it wrong, and then I reset it, and it reshuffled my card, and yeah, I need it.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so cringe. I can't even look.
This is... Oh,
Wait, so he doesn't even
Hey,
get
he
that
gets
one
the-
right.
No.
he gets the necklace. Here it comes.
And here he gets the opposite.
Seriously?
What? I thought he gets memories.
He got them all taken. So everything that made Matt cool in the next books, they did the opposite.
But that wasn't what he asked. He said, "You can fix me?" So he just got castrated.
He got all...
We are never getting...
how you word your things with the Elfin.
You gotta be very careful.
$5 more from Steve Iyer. So I think those shoes are trying to make the lower part of the leg look like a fox leg. I hate that. I'm trying to justify this. Kill me now. Yeah. Yes.
Will do, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they just
Matt's
ruined
new
Matt.
bathrobe get even worse than his old bathrobe.
Even his first request isn't.
He wants
right.
to be free of magic, so they give him something.
So he's presumably that's the Foxhead medallion.
He wanted to be free from Aes Sedai.
But he also wants to be, true enough. He wants to have all the holes in his memory filled, and here he wants the opposite. So everything that made Matt the good general, they do the opposite here. So,
well, it's not like he was ever going to be a general anyway.
True enough, but what they're setting up is for him to basically be a wet noodle for the rest of the whole series.
Wait, he says you can fix me, so I guess it's unclear. Maybe he won't suffer from them. He will still have the memories, but not suffer from them.
They could still take that back and say by filling in the memories, we did fix you, and so now you know where they come from.
Let's be honest here.
I'm just
speculating about what they will or won't do in a season that's never going to happen. Come on.
I hate it, but they still could take it back, right? 50 more kroners from Dahl. That furry actor is working harder than anyone else walking in those. Yeah. Okay, we gotta press play again. Oh man,
dude's calves are on fire.
Okay. Are we even halfway through yet?
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Okay.
It's been an hour. I think we're doing
decent. We're doing decent.
We could be better. Could be doing better.
Okay.
Wouldn't he know if he was fixed?
No, he just lost all his memories.
Oh no, he smells like a fox?
Semi-book accurate.
Yeah. I don't like the modern swear word.
True enough.
So he does.
Yep.
Seriously, she's going to cut him down?
No, that can't be. But did you note what he's hanging from?
A rope?
And what's the rope attached to?
The
internet was saying that already.
Yeah, it's the bedpost.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like a spear Ashendare up there, except I don't think he notices it. So
yeah, it wasn't hanging from the doorway; it was a stick coming out of it.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't really like drop into the noose.
I'm counting this as Matt getting laid. Come on, we have to basically give some grace, but she put her mouth on Matt's. That counts for him. I'm doing it. Matt got laid. Well, he got Matt laid. He got laid.
If you change it to Min beats Matt off.
See, there you go. She is so horny for him.
So can we just agree here that Rand is the only person in this show who's not getting a girl by the end of this season?
But another good point from chat. So Clever Max is saying, so Min saves Matt. That was a bingo. Yeah. We had Min saves Matt from hanging. Yeah. So we have that one too. So I'm saying
and he got the Foxhead medallion right there on his neck after the fin, right?
Oh, he already has it? Yeah, I didn't see it on his neck.
It's on his neck right now.
And technically he got an answer. maybe, but we couldn't have predicted that there were no answers. So we'll do that one
Oh, it
too.
is. It is there. Okay.
Yep.
So
Super
Matt
shitty looking.
gets. Sorry, Matt gets saved. Matt gets an answer.
Probably.
And
He did. He got at least one answer, which is "Who are you?" I'm an elfin.
And he's guaranteed getting laid after this.
Where was Foxhead Medallion?
Foxhead Medallion was part of Matt gets both answers and items in
Oh,
FinnLand.
okay. Got it. So.
I don't know why your card is re-scrambling, Alan, but...
Because I had to reset it because it started. Because every time I would mark something, it would delete it because I have to actually put it. I have to call it. So.
Okay.
All right, so scoreboard right now is Min beat Chesmal, Elaine beat Hadi Sedai, and Nynaeve is about to have a showdown with Liandrin.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I am so bored. I'm sorry.
The
best thing to happen so far was the Fox guy. That was the most
I might have a bingo here. If Matt
almost
gets
just a comedy.
attacked, if Matt gets attacked by a gray man, I'm in pretty good shape because I already know this one's happening. So
Okay.
all right, I'm pressing play. Everything that was cool about my character is gone. Oh.
He's the opposite of who he is in the books now, guys.
Why?
I don't know.
Nerporeal life form, $5. Thank you so much. Does the series finale live up to the rest of the series? Is the Twisted Doorway in Tanchico? Yeah. That's what we're watching right
now. It doesn't live up
now.
to the rest of the series. This is a negative territory.
Well, yeah, if you wanted the rest, if you liked the rest of the series.
Oh, man.
Did
If
nobody
you liked
hear
the rest
Elaine
of the series,
blasting
this
people?
episode holds up.
No one heard Elaine. Wasn't she the one who said, hey, if we get the thing, we should just leave? What is she doing waiting here?
The plot says so.
Right. I forgot.
Don't do what I've been trying to get the audience to do for me this entire season, Nynaeve.
What's she doing? She's standing on her queue and waiting to be told to move.
This is worth half. That's worth half a bingo at least. That's worth
you guys hated me for making this recommendation or this call.
Wait,
you
did that
hated me
happen?
for it.
Did
You
Joya
hated
tell
me
her
for
that?
it.
I don't
Not
think
on
so.
screen.
I did not see that I can't remember it happening at all.
I think it's from the books because Joya tries to play off that she's converted back, but did not happen on screen. Happened in the books potentially.
No, but,
It's
but
Liandrin.
when would this have happened in the show?
When they
Don't
were
worry about
interrogating Joya.
We saw every scene of them interrogating Joya,
Right.
and it was not.
But Joya
so they're
claiming
saying
to have
it was-
been reconverted back to the light, that is from the Shadow
That's from the
Rising.
book. I got it. Okay.
Dane is the only one who's already watched. This is all our first reaction.
You don't have to justify it when in fact there was a season 2 character called Ingtar who had a plot that they're now adapting into season 3. That's actually what's happening here. So
we didn't have that then on our bingo, right?
Oh, I had it on mine.
I'm counting it. This is
As what?
we had Liandrin saves Nynaeve from Moghedien, but we were all also saying that there's a redemption arc for Liandrin, and that's what this is.
Yeah, you guys rephrased it because you were so angry about me saying Ingtar Liandrin was going to be a thing.
Yeah, because I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player.
No, I hate you. I hate all of this. Okay, I'm pressing play. Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Is it cheekbones?
What?
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 Remember, the only reason she came here is because she's like a devotee of her
What?
religion.
What did she do?
Where did that chain come from?
Just
You
lying on
know
the
what that
ground.
looked like?
You don't,
That
you
looks
don't have
like-
just-
chains.
That looked
You don't
like
have
the
just
original
casual
Mortal
chain?
Kombat movie.
Oh no! Oh, this is so bad. Why?
Oh my
you don't have just
gosh.
casual chain lying around.
Now it's real. Oh my gosh.
This is so bad.
Man, there's
That
about
looks
to be
like,
some really epic music.
That looks
can
like
tell.
Scorpio's chain animations from the original
Oh.
Mortal Kombat movie. Get over here. Why is that?
See? It's
Okay.
a very blue water for how green and
Also, like,
grimy and
she
gross.
didn't like tie the chains around her. They're just wrapped. Like those would
Yeah.
instantly come undone.
She fused them.
She tied
Remember
the weave
when?
on.
Remember when she walked into this building and killed 6 people with her like brain dart weave, and then she decided to do this, and like Dr. Evil, no, I'm just gonna walk away and with the unnecessarily slow dipping mechanism, assume everything went fine, and then leaves.
Also, I mean, those are some real hooker boots that she had on.
We're getting it. We're getting it though.
Oh.
Nynaeve overcomes her block.
Oh, I'm scared.
I
It's
thought
gonna
that
be.
we didn't once see her using anger to get through her
No.
block. Never once in the entire show.
Nope.
So that just wasn't a thing.
Well,
I don't
maybe
think
in
it's
that
angry.
scene with Leandrin in season 2 when
In the
Don't
book, they
Yeah.
discovered that anger can be used for her to get past her block.
right, because she basically
Well, she-
surrenders to the anger and she doesn't have conscious control anymore. So
Is
that
she just dead right now?
She can drink all that dirty water. So she's not gonna drown.
no, it's her fake baby is going to get her through it.
Right.
Oh
yeah.
my
Why is
gosh.
What is she?
Why not dream about Lan?
What is going on here?
Why not think about Lan?
She unwrapped the chain somehow, but wait, there's more.
What is
she
she
about to like
doing?
get a
Does
Power
she-
Ranger suit? If she turns
it's
into the
great.
Green Ranger,
No, Moses.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Parting the Red Sea. Okay.
I did not have Moses on the bingo card.
No one did.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, but what did she do? Like, I don't know. What was her block? Like, how did she get through
She
it?
finally surrendered.
She
So
she-
in the
That was
book,
it?
she has a moment like this where she basically surrenders for the first time in her life. She just like
Yeah.
lets go, accepts that things are beyond her control, and that's when Sidar floods into her, and that's when she's able to get conscious control of it.
and in this scene, she thought about her fake daughter, and then that just done.
It's what the wave mistress hinted at. The reason you're not able to do it is because you're
It's 'cause you
not able
can't.
to give up control.
Okay.
But that's why a half
figured that.
second of a shot of Nynaeve underwater kind of led us immediately to conclude, okay, this
Yeah,
is
we
how
knew
she
it
gets
was
over her
Gotcha.
blocks.
Okay.
But we didn't predict that she would walk out like Moses. No one did.
I'm really disappointed that she didn't get like a suit of armor to appear on her and turn into a Power Ranger.
She should now
mean-
totally kick some ass, right? We
I'm
should
so
see her-
close, baby.
over-
You guys are all screwed. We are getting a gray man, baby.
We're back to the original card. We're 4 out of 5 on the Tanchico plot, and it's only
Yeah.
a super chat that is probably going to kibosh us there.
All right. Well,
Okay,
let's
keep going.
let's go.
How ridiculous is this stance and acting?
Notice how she's dry already?
She should have done this. That would have been cooler. Oh, there we go. We almost got it.
That's terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm awesome. God,
Do you immediately go after the thing that's going to ruin the world? Nah,
no. Plot
forget
over.
about that.
She needs to go chase down Liandrin.
Yeah, but that's for next season, probably.
Ugh.
All right, Lan. Here it comes. Here's
Oh
the
my gosh.
assassin.
Nynaeve just doesn't appear anymore in the show. That's it.
This is so annoying.
Just wait.
Oh my.
He's not going to hear her.
No. It's
Oh,
worse.
he's heard her this whole time.
That's worse.
He's letting it happen. He wants it to happen. Kill me. I deserve to die.
She's wearing the Kaisen like she just got married, so she puts on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, she's not wearing her mask. Okay.
No, she's not
Yeah,
ideal.
'cause
No, she said she is. She's
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 a maiden.
Valkyrie.
The Shadow took out Malkir, so she swore to the Shadow for Malkir.
So that she would then kill the last king of Malkir.
Now she's realizing now that was a mistake.
She's like, this is dumb.
Why is she a Darkfriend in the books? Does she have
They
a
already
reason
know.
behind it?
She's not a big character in the book. She's just like Samael's agent to take out Matt.
So,
But now Lan is like, don't betray your oaths to the dark because your soul will get ripped away and you'll never be born again somehow.
Could he have killed her quickly and then her soul would have been okay?
probably.
You're making this stuff
he
up
doesn't
about
do
soul.
acting.
But Melindra is the one who says,
Thank
Melindra
you.
says death is lighter than a feather, duty is heavier than a mountain. She says it to Lan and then dies.
If Land doesn't twist his nipples right now, we know that I think that means he didn't actually care about her.
What the fuck is this? Now
So
he's
it's supposed to
crying
Just
again.
cry.
Uh,
Oh, good. Yes.
so
Good.
we're not doing the whole in the hour of your death thing?
No.
Okay.
That stuff
Well,
only
look at-
really works on
look at
people who
those
can channel.
clouds.
Oh, here comes somebody. Somebody's
Look at
coming.
those
My guess is
clouds.
Dane's going to be real happy about his prediction.
Wait,
No.
was that supposed to be Lanfear?
No.
That's Moiraine.
No. He
Yeah.
saw somebody on the
Just
sand.
Pay,
Didn't
pay
he do that?
attention to what
And they
is being
disappeared.
said here.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
The Forsaken would not fall to 100,000 spears. They would kill them all. Here we go. Way to figure it out, Rand. Yep, it was me, says Moron. Yup.
How is he
Wait,
guessing
wait.
the most idiotic plot of all time?
Well, wait. Both. Yup.
Does this count as she's a dark friend?
Wait.
It totally would.
Just keep going.
Oh no.
How do you
for
reach this
fuck's
conclusion, Rand?
What? He left everybody.
How is this your conclusion,
This
Rand?
is absurd.
And then Moron says, no, that's not really it. I would kill you if you went bad or lost your mind. Wait,
I-
what?
I hate this.
Just wait. What?
What?
Wait,
What?
what?
They both want to get to the last battle
If
without him being a
if
dark
Rand
friend.
doesn't
Pause
turn
right there.
into
He-
Lanfear right now.
Thanked her. Remember we were talking about this, about our predictions? Amber,
Yeah.
you even asked like, hey, wait, so if she gets revealed as being a dark friend and it was her plan all along, do they let Rand know? And then I think
Yeah.
someone else on the stream was like, no, like we got to keep this kind of like Harvey Dent in the Dark Knight, right? Because it would shatter him. We would not have in our wildest dreams
Him saying thank you.
Moron was a good person all along for doing all of this, and Rand is the one who realizes, thanks for that. You were on my side.
You
You were
lied
the
to
only
me
one who
the whole
wanted
time.
exactly what I wanted.
And Moron corrects
lied.
Rand in this dialogue, being like, well, I'm not really on your side, because as soon as you go even slightly over the edge, I would have killed you. Thanks.
Like, so you've lied and manipulated to, me the entire time. You stabbed and helped with, the attack against Egwene. You helped Nynaeve get stabbed a bunch of times. Matt got pretty messed up. Perrin got, also stabbed. Really, everyone got stabbed. Everyone got stabbed. Oh, man. Good. You know what?
Beyond our wildest dreams, this was too stupid to predict.
I feel like that counts as
this episode actually really started off the right way with the keeper. You know, Mr. Vice Keeper. That actually was
Mr. Keeper.
It was the appropriate tone set.
Well, I told you it was downhill from there.
Yeah. I didn't believe you. I didn't realize.
Someone in Discord just asked, how is Lan an expert on dark oaths?
Because
it would make sense if he was a
dark friend. He is bonded to a dark friend.
This is so weird.
Yeah. It's the opposite conclusion what Rand should be drawing from all of this.
It's also counter to everything that they've built up in the show. He sat down at that fireplace with her, aside with her, and was like, I can't work with you because you're constantly trying to control me. And then you're feeling, by the way, I was trying a lot harder than to control you and everybody else. And he's like, thank you for doing that.
You were on my side the whole time, trying to get me away from it.
This is what happens when each episode is written by somebody else who didn't read the previous episodes, let alone the previous season, let alone the books.
Let alone the previous line of dialogue they just wrote.
Every character should be given a very specific theme, something that they are supposed to grow to and learn by the end of each season, and they are all over the place. It is that's why I can't get attached to any of these characters, because I don't see where they're going, and I don't stop caring because things like this happen.
The writers don't know where they're going because they don't care. Their entire plot line up to this point has been Rand doesn't know if he can trust Moiraine because he thinks she's selfish, and now she says, hey, you're right. And it's even worse. And he says, okay, thank you.
Now, Amber, you actually, I think you need to make one correction, which is that all of the characters not named Liandrin don't have a development for the season. Liandrin, she's on her Ingtar arc. She's, this is Liandrin Summer. I mean, she's doing her stuff. She's got her boots on. Like, it's all going her way.
Except this whole thing of her saying, like, I wish that man had drowned my son.
Okay, there's like a minor hiccup.
A minor hiccup.
It was a heated moment, and she said some things that she regrets.
She obviously didn't mean that. Oh, man alive, guys. Anyways, the high point of the episode. Moiraine was the good guy all along.
That is insane.
And thankfully Rand drew just like Swan drawing the opposite conclusion about Elaida, Rand draws the opposite conclusion about Moron. He should basically kill her here. You knew Lanfear was choking out Egwene for a month, and you set the Forsaken against us in Tar Valon.
It made her stronger.
And also, you knew about the attack that killed that little girl.
Why is...
that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Man.
A real bad
Why
one.
is he upset? Why is he okay with Moiraine doing this, but not Lanfear? They literally are making the exact same argument.
Yeah.
Lanfear's saying, I did it to help you. I did it to make you stronger. It makes no sense that he...
Amber's going for 5-hour energy. We got another 5 hours of her on this stream. Awesome.
These writers are morons.
Yep.
We got 20 more thingies from Dahl. Ragnar always manages to exceed our expectations. Yeah. It's not even paying... Like, they didn't pay attention to the past episodes. They didn't pay attention to this episode. Okay. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. That's a word for it.
I see that now. And she's so moved by this. Oh, thank God he's finally...
Oh, goodness. Just immediate rejection. Oh,
But
please,
why
option
is
B.
that necessary? They both want the same thing.
Please, option B.
I have a headache.
Doesn't she have like a tactical nuke in her pockets? Like how is she like afraid of Lanfear right now?
True enough.
I feel sick. I feel.
Just wait.
What the fuck is this?
It
I'm
gets
sorry.
worse?
What the heck is this?
Ooh, yeah.
We got more time for story number
Yeah,
6.
it's Irish to die. By he. Whoa. We're doing our duty. No, it's a double cross, guys. It's a double cross.
That was the plan?
Hey, look.
Why don't you just use the power?
Why would they
Hey,
even
look,
bar
it's
it?
the armor from Thor.
What? They barred.
Dun dun dun. No way.
That word has no meaning anymore.
It's a kudata, guys.
What self-control? What composure? That can be arranged.
That
Yes.
was easy.
Remember how you can't use the one power as a weapon, guys? Except if you accuse someone of being a dark friend, apparently. Then it all is like allowed.
I kind of would have liked to have seen that trial just to see what they do with it.
I am
How
so
did they
glad.
get 11 people?
What the hell is this?
You're
Just
shooting
killing
her
her?
just like Alana.
This is.
Oh well, then
this
she's
is,
fine.
These are air arrows.
This is stilling, I guess.
Nope,
This
that
is how
comes
you
out.
still-
No, she's just
somebody?
being killed. This
Oh,
is just murder.
No, this is just, you're going to poke needles into you. And
She's
it'll
not
hurt.
bleeding. She's just being.
She's just
Soon.
just dead.
Oh no!
That does look like stilling, I guess, if that's
Yeah.
what they're trying to. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks.
Well, that's what they established in with low game.
Oh,
Like,
no.
What were the arrow things?
I have no idea.
They were her
It's
chakra,
probably-
her
Yeah.
thing.
Her pressure
Acupuncture.
points?
Acupuncture, that's what that was. To prep her for the stilling.
How did they have 11 sisters if they sent all of their sisters out of the tower?
They sent 8 reds out, and then they only convened the hall with half, which were all supporters. So that's what they did in the books,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
a lot of-
I'm okay with that.
Well, not the
Oh,
sending
but
the reds out. but
Leanne
yeah.
didn't get stilled.
Well, she probably will in a minute.
Leanne got like killed.
So you only need the accusation. You don't need proof that someone's a
No
dark
trial.
friend to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
the power
Yeah,
against them
well-
as a weapon.
All right, here we go. I
Yeah.
got the collar again. Oh, yeah. Whoa, she changed her hair.
That was quick,
Ooh.
wasn't it?
I do not like the new do.
She had time to put in curls?
I need Daryl Hannah's hair back again.
Yeah, that's the right reaction.
That was some bad effects and bad acting from Mark Clark. Thank you so much for the 199. You're the weakest one of the Forsaken?
How does she know that?
Everyone knows everything about the Forsaken, dude.
I guess.
Stop complaining.
Let me be your minion.
I cannot take Moghedien seriously. She is the least intimidating actress in this.
Because
entire
you've
show.
seen the movie Dumb and Dumber.
I know.
Yes.
It's fully Christmas.
I fell off the jetway again.
Please don't work.
So this is going to work for sure.
Oh, okay. That was it? That
Yep.
can't be over. That can't be over.
That kind of.
Oh,
We don't have any more time.
No
There's no
mail,
time left in
yes.
this episode.
Well, we got to
Gonna
look
get
at
gray
Samodine.
Okay,
Yeah.
that looks cool. I mean, it's disgusting, but it looks cool. I don't know
That-
exactly what she did. Sure, that
She just-
that's fine.
Pulled all
I'm
his
fine.
veins out.
Oh
What
my
is
God.
Lanfear wearing?
They just said that Moghedien was the weakest.
After Moghedien. You need protection from the weakest.
You know, I applaud the practical special effects team. That looks great. I like it.
I actually agree that the effect is fine, but I
it's fine.
disagree that it should have happened or
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
of the rest of the
it happened.
context.
It looks
but-
good. What the hell is Lanfear wearing and why? She changed
What-
clothes like 4 times so far in this episode.
This was her costume from the previous season, I think. So they just
The
had it
giant
left over.
headdress. This
Yeah.
one's slightly different, I think.
Oh, slightly different. Yeah. It looks kind of like the costume for the
Maleficent?
Shan.
Oh,
That's the one. Maleficent.
yeah. Amanda says Moghedien went Dexter.
I like how they made Ravian as short as Samael in that scene. So Lanfear is towering over him.
Ravi needs to
Ravi
get
should
the
not-
Elfin's heels.
Yeah.
Get a couple inches out
Robin
of that.
should not believe her.
Okay.
Oh damn! Look at that outfit.
Savannah is the clan chief. We could have had another on our bingo card, but we just had to change it. Just
What did we
saying.
change?
I mean, I said female clan chief. So,
I know,
you know.
but you were also the one who was totally in favor of replacing it.
We do have a woman clan chief on the card, don't we?
No, we took it off.
Took it off for the dream of the dream.
for-
But you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was the one who put that in there. I don't think we're gonna get that. I don't think this is
It's
gonna
fine.
be
I can cheat.
so.
I'm just going to change it.
I was in favor of the female clan chief.
I know it was a good
Who was-
prediction. It was
Who took it off?
It was honestly, it was
Oh, it was a-
deserving of being taken off because it was so obvious.
Is that
Yeah.
Like it was,
porcupine
it
quill
was a free
and
space.
an
It was
octopus
literally a
wing?
free space.
I think it's a snake around her.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a way to
it's
make
a
yourself seem
porcupine-
trustworthy.
yeah, porcupine-
It's a snake
quills.
skin with porcupine quills.
Weird.
Are porcupines
last time
indigenous
she
to
had-
desert-like settings? I thought they need wood.
No,
They
they're not.
They're like in pine forests, right?
Stop asking questions.
Okay.
Wait, so
What happened with her giant headdress? Why does she have, no hair this time?
That was too silly.
now we may be missing something very obvious here. Is this a female clan chief, or is this a trans man?
What's the difference?
All right, let's hear the speech.
At least he knows his prophecies.
He's not supposed to know that there's 2 dragons, right? Or
Apparently, everybody knows that now.
Lanfear does. But that's kind of book accurate because this does happen. But Moron's plan is
Where did she get this outfit? Okay. Sure.
she's
they're
just
in
like
the desert. She has that outfit.
Yeah,
She packed it. She's been carrying it this
she
whole
just did
time just for
extras.
this moment.
she decided to stay like a mile behind, just go to the desert and start channeling through this Sarkinen.
She did it channel the dome over them.
I don't know.
That's what it looked like, a little dome.
This is. I'm just waiting for one of the girls to channel around Rand for him so that we can get that. Oh, this is. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Such drama.
We are 50 minutes into the episode.
Why couldn't they go to the Behringer crater to film this? Because that's what it should be. It should be a meteor crater, or at least half of one.
This is 50 minutes into the episode, and this is the one scene that's kind of from the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good rate for this show. That's one of the better episodes so far.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. What?
You sounds kind of right.
Our own prophecies?
Yep. And my tattoos have little green gems. To his?
We didn't get a close look at the other guys's. I don't mind his tattoos. I think they're fine. I know you guys hate them. Wait, didn't she get dragged out of this room?
It looks like
just to drag her back.
She was dragged out of this. They dragged her back in.
And then they made her bleed, and then they dragged her back in with the trail of blood.
Okay.
We just need someone to call her.
I thought we were done with her plot.
River trash?
No, we're never done with her plot. Not even after. You'll see. Main character. Ooh.
they're
Yes. Okay, I approve of this headdress. I think it's cool. I hope it's gold. Yes, it's gold. Be gold. Okay.
It's awful.
No way. I love it.
It's like Aztec queen.
It fits her character much better than it fits Siuan's character.
I'm sorry. That looks awesome. That looks great. I don't care what you guys say. I think that looks awesome. I hate everything else though. We're doing more of this?
Is the keeper's staff also gold now? Did they swap it out? It was iron or silver or something before. Now it's gold. There's a knife edge.
Now that you've been stilled and can lie, can you tell us the truth?
Yeah, wait a minute.
They don't know that you can lie if you get stilled.
Yeah.
You could be highly suspicious.
I love her.
Oh boy.
Oh, good.
What?
What was Moiraine doing, though? What was Moiraine doing?
Channeling through the Sarkonnen to draw out Lanfear and not looking over her shoulder.
Why would that draw out Lanfear, though?
I don't know.
Ooh, look at his ears go up and down when he talks. Rand. Oh boy, we're mirroring these two?
Yeah. And then for 20 years, we found out nothing.
Oh.
Oh, she's such an idiot. She's such an idiot.
Dashainail. Ooh.
Did you see that? He was the subtitle was "He's alive."
The subtitles. It's auto.
The subtitles, they're off. I've noticed on other episodes too,
but
where they're like.
It sounded like that's what he said.
No, he said it's a lie.
Yeah,
it said it's a lie.
It's a lie. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be it's a lie.
Thanks for saying that out loud, Ruhark.
Yeah, seriously. All right, confirmed. Fact check true.
That's how you're going to win them to your side, Rand. Good job.
There you go.
So we.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Pause that. Go back. Pause on that frame, please.
They were perfectly divided before.
No. Look, you've got.
If the Shido are supposed to be different,
like who are they fighting?
I don't know.
You're drawing a line down the middle, and there's plenty of brown and black on both sides.
They're doing this for the camera. Oh my gosh, guys!
What is the?
This is why I had a problem when we saw this trailer, and I was like, "Wait, they look like they're standing mixed all together.
Yeah,
Wouldn't they be grouped up. This sort of shot would make sense if they were grouped up, like."
Amber, in one of the still shots that we found where they did all this, we could tell it was the same image across a ridge. So they brought 50 people out here.
Yeah.
And they just had the same people over and over. So this is a computer generated shot.
Yeah, it's all AI stuff.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm fine with people doing that. But then you get plan it out so that you don't have something like this happen. What is this?
Just wait. This crowd is going to get a whole lot denser once half the people leave.
I like if you look at the bottom left corner right now, there's a person who's got both arms together with like a bow that's kind of hovering between their hands.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No arrow.
Weird little computer generated sprite.
I can forgive stuff like that, but when you have a million things like that,
Rand called for a wall of death.
The people 30 rows in the back who are picking up their spears, You
nice
better
music,
not.
though. Very nice music. Oh wait, you said something different. Let's keep it PG here. Come on.
Yeah.
Rand called. What did that super chat say? Rand called for a wall of death.
Rand called for a wall of death, and then crappy music though.
Shit music.
Is that a person in the very middle,
holding
right there
a
in the middle,
spear.
holding a non-existent spear?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Oh wait, or did they already throw it and we just missed it? Even if they did, why are they standing in prep to throw stance?
Yeah, yeah, it's behind them. Yeah.
No, it's a shake weight. He's holding a shake weight.
He's got a shake weight.
That's what it is.
Remember that? Do people still get those?
Oh heck yeah!
It's important to notice though that they're all just friends, guys. Nothing to see here because all their veils are down. So there's no big deal.
I see 1, 2.
Yeah, there's one
3,
right
4,
here.
5. There's a few people with veils up, but not all, and it should be all. It should be automatic all of them.
This guy. Okay. Can we play?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I haven't supported a single one of these pauses.
Dude, Rafe has got such a serious choking fetish.
Yeah.
He just leaves.
Yeah.
He just leaves.
Why are some of the Tardad teaming up with the Shido? They're blood enemies.
It's sort of canonical. Although now they're not. Now they're all evenly split. Now it's
well, all the people staying are in brown, and all the people leaving are in black. So
get her.
Where's Lan? Lan needs to do something. Where is he?
Right now.
Oh look! Get your ball. Get the boob.
He's gonna pop out of the. He's gonna pop out of the sand and be like, "Yeah." He was buried in the sand all along.
She finally has her little forehead thing. Yeah.
Oh, we got to hear more Swan monologuing.
That is a lot of blood.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait. Now Lana's gonna take Lanfear out? No.
Yeah.
We
No
didn't
surprise.
see her yesterday.
No tactics. No strategy.
Did Lanfear not
Wait. I'm sorry. Were we supposed to have believed that was her plan the whole time? Was to get choked to an inch of death?
I guess.
Huh?
Hiya! Arya Stark. Oh, it didn't work.
So useless.
Why not just slice his head off with the power?
Yeah. How about a brain zap? Oh, that was a nice golf swing.
What? He actually gets a hit in?
Stab her now. Stab her now.
And then stops?
It doesn't heal because he has a special blade.
Yeah, it's the special Terangriel blade.
Unlike the last
Wait,
Power Rod blade that didn't do anything to her.
it didn't heal?
It didn't
No.
heal.
She couldn't heal it?
She couldn't heal it with the true power.
Except for like the last time that it stabbed her in the chest. But
I hate that you're right about that.
Yeah.
You've been saying that for so long, and it's such a stupid idea.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, the show directly said it.
Yeah.
It's like, go get your Forsaken killing sword.
New rules for season 3. Remember at the start of this episode when this guy was crying about the little girl he killed?
Yeah.
And now he's apparently super hardcore?
He's Darkfriend. Hey, he actually
Where's the
did some
taint?
channeling. Yeah,
Where's the
Wait.
taint?
It's coming.
They forgot to CGI the Venom effect
Nope.
in.
Oh,
Right
there
there.
we go.
Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, all right.
Nobody notices this super battle happening like a kilometer away.
Nope.
This is
I'm-
asinine.
What the frick?
Oh, look at that. She had saw in her eyes.
It's Venom, folks. And other Venom.
What?
Why is this an interpretive dance?
Why is it
Rand
all
learned how to channel from the Wave
Have you been
Mistress.
watching for 3 seasons?
But
What is he doing?
He's
He's
making
He's
it
deciding
rain.
to make it rain for
Wait.
some reason.
Could everybody see him channeling then?
Apparently.
Apparently, yes. They all were looking up.
it is.
Let's just use the sword to cut through the shield.
This is a really terrible speech from a person
Yes.
who should
Look how
basically-
dense the Aiel are. Oh, okay, sorry. Moron's dead.
What? Where did she get a sword?
That's
It
Land.
It's
lands
Land.
sword.
She's
She
twisting
took
the
it.
blade. Yeah, she took it somehow.
It wasn't in her hands before.
I know. You don't swear on the oath, you swear on the oath
The oath
rod.
rod.
Yeah.
Except you've been stilled.
Yeah, but none of them really know how that works.
So she's lying now. That makes her good. And she started monologuing.
It's like, burn the witch. Put her on the pyre.
Wow, she has a very
I
high.
thought he was the water that turns the wheel.
Shut up already.
You can't use. Yes. Yes.
You ready
Do
for this,
it.
guys?
Do it. Please. What? This is like so excessive.
That's the fourth oath. Yeah, okay.
Wait, you know, how does
Bravo, Rafe! I
Pause.
take it all back. The man is a genius.
Amber, you're wondering, but what the internet is saying about what we just saw is that
Yeah.
because Moron had sworn a fourth oath specifically to Swan Sanche, that
okay?
when Swan Sanche dies, the oath lifts.
Oh, okay.
And that's what she's seeing. It's not like they had a warder bond.
Okay, that's
or
what I was
anything.
wondering. Thank you
Yeah.
for clarifying that. But it makes and that was the oath we saw her swear in the tower.
Yeah, in the first season.
So that
Yeah, I don't
oath
think
is
that's
no,
how it
that oath is nil now.
Yeah. So
But I thought that she
You
said
could-
unless the Amerlin seat calls me back, or was it unless Siuan calls me back?
So what Swan says to her, to repeat after me, is the Amerlin seat. What Moron swears back is Swan Sanche. And that's something that we picked up on in season 1.
Okay.
So Moron was very
Hey, gotta give him props for following with that.
If they can do continuity with this, why can't they do it with
No.
anything
I
else?
don't know
though?
why they can't do it everywhere
We
else.
don't have to give him props for that because that's not how an oath would work
That
in
too.
any way, shape, or form.
They just chopped off her head.
Yeah, they just chopped her head off. Like, she is decapitated there.
Oh.
And how?
Okay, can I just ask, is this a character you can knock off like this early?
No.
I mean, because she seems in the beginning of book 6 to still have a pretty big role.
Yeah.
She has a very problematic arc for these people because she ends up doing a lot of laundry and gets married to a man.
Yeah, she turns
into a bit of a trad wife, and
Can't have that at all.
Okay. So they're going to kill her instead of
Right.
what? Having her disappear off into the hills? Like, that would have been maybe better.
because they can't. She's gay.
Yeah.
They can't let her.
She can't
You
be
know, have a normal
bi
life.
or
Nope.
pansexual? Like, what? Why? I don't get this.
Kill your
Okay.
lesbians. Well, half of the remaining fandom is actually quite mad about this.
Okay.
It's another woman of color that
It's
got
a
killed.
baby. Hi,
It's a
baby.
grumpy baby.
She's so cute. It's a she, yes.
this has to almost be done, right? Like there's
It's got to be.
There's like 5 minutes left, and I guess we're not going back to Tanchico.
no, probably not.
I was so close to a.
We're gonna get 2 seconds of Fael getting broken out of bondage if we get another bingo. And,
So close to
No
a
more
bingo.
hills of Tanchico.
Okay.
Hmm.
That plot it was just pointless. Okay.
Well,
Yes.
is Moiraine gone? I don't think so.
Oh, we'll
Go
see.
back.
He still has to kill Lanfear.
She's been speared through the spine.
Yeah. No. That.
Yeah,
you could
but
like
like
that.
that's only lethal to Ivans.
True enough.
Is it only now? Let me get
It's
this
only
straight.
lethal to black characters.
Can you use
Whoa,
this? Okay, so the
whoa.
sword of Malkier the wound cannot be healed. Is that only by a Forsaken? So what if an Aes Sedai?
Amber,
Yeah.
we don't know because this is a show invention and it's only for the 3rd season and it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Anyway, let's go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry, I don't mean
Yeah.
to hold everybody up.
No.
No worries.
I'm just so confused. I'm glad they didn't show her head getting cut off. That would have looked terrible.
Yes. This
Yeah.
is nuts.
So that's what everyone was mad
Why
about,
would
that they
she
killed
let
Swan
her
Sanche.
stand-
Yes.
Why, like,
But
why
that's
would
on
she
our
let her-
bingo card.
Yeah,
I'm just
I know.
gonna
She's
update
grabbing
that.
the sword. She's grabbing the sword by the blade. That's the kill shot.
She's
show has
doing
taught
it.
us
She's
that's
pulling
the-
a Rand, baby.
Why doesn't Lanfear just kill her right now?
Ooh.
Chop her head off.
She's gonna use
Why,
it like a
why
sword.
does she
Have the
still hold
blade.
on to the blade?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
The finale can't be about Rand, can it?
She got away.
But is she alive? We don't know.
Yes.
Again.
There's no reason to have her die off screen.
Just
Still alive.
confirming that sword to the chest is only lethal to Ivan.
And Moiraine is
She
still
not-
alive.
She just walked it off.
They're going to have them have their final showdown going through an archway in season 4, if that ever happens. And it's raining.
Doll's a big spender this day. Don't
Did-
know.
So
Whatever.
I think this counts. I think this counts for our bingo.
Makes it rain somehow, but it's different. Yeah, that
Yeah,
counts.
that
Yeah.
totally counts.
Because the fighting was already over.
Exactly. He's not doing it to stop the fighting. He's just like, look at me.
He's just doing what? Like what
Right.
what is this?
He's kneeling to her.
Oh, look at them. Just
I mean,
taking a knee.
All
Look how-
those people wouldn't
Look
like.
how dense the crowd of Aiel is. All of a sudden, now that half of them left, and twice as many show up.
This is
Egwene.
some really. That's the background CGI.
Are they really
is awful
so?
there.
They've left and they're so far away they can't see that it's raining there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Fornicatorium. Goodbye, Fornicatorium. There, this I saw. This is the white cloaks. This is it.
That's all we get.
That was it.
Hey, we kind of called it though.
Matt totally got laid. Just look at him with Min on his arm. They're totally banging.
Yeah.
Do you think they're together now?
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Absolutely.
They had
Rand,
zero
stop
romantic
stealing the
chemistry.
attention that's supposed to be mine. I'm the main character, Rand. Stop.
I'm so glad Rand's plot was stand in the middle of a circle and do it and make it rain. That was his plot. Oh, screw this show.
Yep.
Like,
That was something else. I
That
don't
was
know
so weird.
I don't know what it was, but it was something.
was it just the one super chat I missed? Yeah, I think so.
So
Also-
Siuan is the one who died. Everyone else lived.
Yeah.
Right?
50
Oh, wait.
Kroners from Doll again. Thank you. Never use the one power as a weapon except against Shadow Spawn or or people of color if the plot.
rough.
Oh.
rough.
I think you meant to say dark friends, which I guess the show thinks they are. I think they got it confused.
Rafe's a bit confused about a lot of the lore. That actually, yeah.
I think
have
he
so many
thinks all black
questions.
people are dark friends because he's a racist.
Is Siuan's role going forward in the books? Does it just diminish into side character, not really important? Is that the deal?
Side
no.
character,
No,
yes.
no.
Not important, no.
She was
Should be
pretty
good.
important when
She's
she
a side
arrived
character
in the camp
who
of
does.
blues, like the
she's-
blues.
She pulls a lot of strings
Yeah, that's what
as a side character.
Yeah.
She does a lot of influencing the main characters.
I also sort of got the impression. I feel like the books are leading there,
nope,
and
nope,
anybody,
nope.
no one.
No,
No.
sorry, no, I'm not saying no to you. Sorry.
Oh, okay,
Maybe pulling on his headphones.
gotcha.
Okay.
So if you don't want to hear this spoiler from book 5, shut your ears. But isn't Nynaeve going to cure Siuan,
Yes.
like bring back her? Like that's what it's
Yeah.
leading to. I can see it. Like the writing is on the wall. Nynaeve is going to unstill Logain, I think, and Siuan, but mainly Siuan. I think that's where definitely Siuan. It's leading towards. It'll maybe be Logain too.
No, you're
Read and
spot
find
on.
out. Read and find out.
Okay.
But it's not that simple.
Okay.
Yeah. The bottom line, like I said, Swan is never, and I would say this is maybe my biggest disagreement. So it's not like she becomes a side character. She was always a side character.
Yeah.
But she
True,
continues.
Good point. Good point.
But she continues to be a character that has significant impacts
There you go.
in the story, right? And killing her. Well, I mean, I guess what I would say is that killing her nests very well with how they want a certain other character to be the greatest ever and doesn't need any, does it all on their own and all this other stuff.
Egwene,
So
she's going to become the Emerald seat. She's going to be her against Elaida. That's
Sure.
That also seems like the writing is on the wall.
So the idea that they're killing her off, just it's a couple birds with the same stone. You don't have the problem of, like I said, her becoming a trad wife. It would really ruin the shipping.
Well, that was a very interesting finale. Oh, did
Yep.
anybody get any bingos?
No. I needed a gray man, or I needed Swan to both die and escape. That's
Amber,
the
I
problem.
think
You guys didn't.
I got
Amber, I
those in the
think
same
got a
column.
bingo.
Dane probably got a bingo, but he cheated.
No. Let's bring up Amber's card.
Did we
'Cause I
miss
think
any
she
of
got
them
it.
though?
Yeah.
Did
Do
we
you guys
didn't,
have my card?
We
Are
didn't
you-
get a
are
name
you sharing it?
Forsaken.
Oh,
just-
do I have to share it again?
I'm just making sure that we didn't skip anything.
Here's mine.
We didn't get an ethnic slurred. Yeah, yours was already shared. You already had it.
Okay, thanks.
You
I
pull
just
it
need
up?
to- I just need
All
to
right.
pull it up.
So second column,
Uh-huh.
what have we got there?
So-
Elaida
Nice.
dethrones Siuan and calls her ethnic slur. Can we just say she dethroned her? I feel like
Yeah,
that-
I think that's fair.
Okay.
What's the top
She
one?
called her a dark friend, which, as Alan just said, could be an ethnic slur if you think Rafe is really that confused about the
True
lore.
enough. True enough.
I still think we got a call that Moiraine is a dark friend.
Really?
The
no,
triple agent.
they're not going to do that. I don't think they're going to do it.
But
A named Forsaken is in the White Tower. No, we didn't get Demandred.
We see Perrin get rescued at the very end of the episode. Well, yeah, we can kind of imply that's exactly what happens because we saw, Fail, Bane, and Chiad. There's no stopping them, and there was a monologue to end the season. So I'd say put a stamp on that one.
Okay.
And the way that Min was holding hands with Matt on the boat
looks like they banged.
They totally banged. So
that actually makes sense. And Rand can't even
There's
be that
a
upset.
bingo.
Matt always was better with women than him. So
That is a bingo right there. Egwene impersonates Moiraine. Siuan has a silly escape. No. Liandrin saves Nynaeve from Moghedien. No. Rand is attacked by Melindrha. Somebody was attacked by Melindrha.
Lan almost.
Lan.
I thought that was originally listed as Lan was going to be attacked by Melindrha.
No, Summit was trying to be funny. That's how that one ended up on the card.
Yeah.
I'm claiming that one.
All right.
Even though I already have a bingo, that was a good one.
Did you
Moiraine
get-
is a triple agent. Okay, I think that was it. We got everything. I did get one bingo. Anybody else?
No.
You almost
Nope,
got a
I
crossways
shared.
one.
I was close 2 ways.
The sad thing is, I think Prophet had some predictions that we just missed out of hand because they were just a little bit silly.
He
But
did.
it's things like Elaine is gonna attack and get the balefire rod.
He did
and
predict
blast-
that.
Yeah, he predicted at least some of it. He was totally on the Samodian stuff, which he was right about. We were, I was overruling.
I have to
him
say,
with
I mean,
AsmoThom.
taking Steve's sort of bingo card inputs is actually almost like cheating. This is the dude who, before season 2 even started, called the bedpost dagger Ashendari.
He did.
Steve,
I have no idea how he knew that.
is the Wheel of Prime whisperer. He is able to inhabit the mind of Rafe Judkins
It's
in a
uncanny.
way.
See, now
It is
whether that's a
uncanny, and-
good thing or not remains to be seen. To catch a
Definitely
predator,
that.
do you have to
I mean,
also
it
be
is-
one?
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely his mental detriment. I mean, you saw him eat those mayonnaise bunnies. Like, that is the activity of a man.
Mayonnaise bunnies. What the?
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to know, Amber.
That's the behavior of a man who is in mental distress. So there's been a cost. That's all I'm saying.
I thought for a moment there that we were going to get a silly escape from the tower because they showed her
Showed the thing.
Grial.
yeah.
But all they did to call that back was basically take it from the wall when Elaida took it over. So there are a number of disappointments in this episode. That was only a minor one, I
Also,
think.
The
writing
Tanchico
was-
plot just doesn't end.
Yeah,
it
it just
stops.
The whole point of it was for Elaine to learn about her mother and banging a Forsaken, and then Nynaeve to break through her thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Matt
Oh,
has
Matt
apparently
getting
lost
his
all his memories, and Min to realize that she's in love with Matt and give him a handy.
They were holding hands in the finale.
Well, they were holding hands on the boat.
Yeah,
So
They're banging. They've been.
They're banging.
You have no chemistry. You don't hold hands with your buddy.
Okay, well, Amber, to be fair though, name a set of actors or actresses on the show that does have chemistry.
None of them. That's true.
Like these.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I was kind of buying Siuan and Moiraine towards the end.
So, what I will say about the Swan and Moiraine is they've certainly spent the most time establishing their relationship of any two characters in the show. So,
I
mean, it's basically the
funny is
only constant in 3 seasons.
I bought it the most when she finished off with Lanfear and Lan went over to grab her and hold her, and she was saying, "She's dead. She's dead." That is literally the only moment I have believed them as a couple. And amazingly, it was because of the chosen dialogue. She's dead. She's dead. Lan understood that and was comforting her, and she was bawling her eyes out. It was within the scope of its bubble, which is about this big. It worked. So
she has a freaking wound right through her spine.
Yeah, but that's okay. She nobody dies from that kind of in this show.
She's not Ivan. Ivan. The problem is, if you guys remember back to your early sort of Pokemon Red kind of days.
No.
Different people have different weaknesses. Super effective. Not at all effective kind of stuff. She is resistant to stabs to the spine and vital organs. Ivon, that was critical effective. That was it was a critical hit. It was super effective. He was dead. I mean, it just
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Well,
all
also,
makes sense.
as a lesbian, Moiraine has been dodging swords her whole life, so they just have no effect. It is not effective against her type.
Alan, how long have you been waiting to use that?
I just came up with it just now on the spot.
I don't believe you. That was too
Dude,
good.
I've done
believe you for a
improv
second.
for
I don't believe you
15
for a second.
years, baby.
I don't believe you for a
I
second.
got a challenge for us. The most acceptable moment and the most atrociously unacceptable moment.
The most atrociously unacceptable moment was not that it was Rand saying thank you for betraying me to the Forsaken and all. You were always on my side because you wanted me to do what you wanted to do. Like
Ylfin is the second most atrocious moment.
The most acceptable was actually
we said it when it happened. It was
no,
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Nynaeve getting through her block. Not actually.
No, disagree.
Really
I think if you put on your blinders and you just look, you really zero in.
That's the only way to look for good things.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Most acceptable was Rand starting to kind of give the speech about born of the blood, raised by someone not of the blood.
Most acceptable was Lanfear giving the tattoos to Couladin. Because that technically happened, although as
can we put most acceptable is Moiraine getting stabbed and Siuan getting beheaded? Can we pick that as most acceptable?
Yeah, we can do that. Show Siuan getting her head cut off was the most acceptable thing about this show.
How about that fire rod that she twice fired and could not hold still, but then when Elaine gets it, she's able to hold it perfectly the first try with one hand, no less.
That's somewhat acceptable because that happens in the books.
Elaine had it in reverse grip, though, if you noticed. Yeah. She held it differently.
Oh, but so there's a right way to hold it, and she just happened to know what that right way was?
It's GDK'd in the Darkfriends. They have the rod that can create balefire, but the note on Baron's thing is creates balefire difficult to control. You have to be at a certain strength level in order to effectively wield it.
Okay.
And the Black Ajah isn't. Elaine is a league above all the Aes Sedai.
Okay.
Elaine and Nynaeve, that they're a class above. So yes, it makes sense that they would be able to control the Terangrial, whereas the Black Ajah cannot.
Yeah, Elaine's thing is she just instantly understands magic items.
Okay.
Yeah. Not instantly, but she's a natural at them, yeah.
How are we going to train Rand?
I think that there's something to be known there that Rand, future season Rand might benefit from the skills that Elaine was putting on display in that scene there. You really handled it much better.
Oh man. Sorry, Amber, you were going to question, I think, about Samodine.
Yeah, he's gone. So now, are we definitely doing Logain is going to train?
No, I think his training's done.
He knows how to do everything that he needs to do.
It was dumb to do the whole Samael thing again as being like an Asmodean step.
I can't believe that they did. He's Asmodean, and also we're killing him in the same episode.
And we're going to leave for Alcair Dal, and we're going to leave our Forsaken that we have captured all alone in the cave.
That's insane to me.
Because Rand knew about him because Lanfear mentioned it. You got that present. He's a shit teacher, but whatever. And Moron knew about him, and they left him behind. Just because. There's 7 people left who are really, really dangerous and Forsaken. And we've captured one, but we're just going to leave without him. Whatever.
By the way, there are 71 people watching in YouTube and only 34 likes. You guys should go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I don't know, go check out Amber's channel for the 3 people who are here who aren't already on Amber's channel.
One of them was Alan.
If you somehow don't know about the Sword and the Pen already.
I'm a lot nicer to the show. So if you're looking for somebody... Oh, thank you. If
did.
you're looking for somebody to tear apart the show, I'm not as good at it as these guys, but I don't know. I try to give it a fun twist.
She's better. She's just nicer.
Which makes her cutting remarks ever more savage.
Yeah.
I can totally understand Amazon now, though. Receiving the season from Rafe, watching it and saying,
make it better.
Can you make it more exciting, please? The only, like, it's a showdown between two women at the end.
Yeah.
Who aren't even close to being the main characters who they're supposed to be.
And they get away. Like, one gets stabbed, one gets a throat slit.
They both just leave. Like, this was, we all thought for that they were, going to be adapting the important scene from the books. And
we definitely didn't think that if season 4 happened, that it would still be Moiraine as the headliner.
Right. Like, we thought for sure, okay, all signs point to they're falling through the door frame in this episode.
Except there wasn't a door frame at Alcair.
And they did this fight instead so that next season, the finale can also be them fighting.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think that Rosamund Pike thinks season 4 is going to happen.
I don't think so either.
None of them do. They all know this thing is canceled. There has not been a whiff of a chance of a season 4 of this show.
I'm going to check Google right now to see if it is canceled. Give me a second, guys.
They won't know for another week or two, right? After this.
You never know.
Did you guys?
I think the Amazon executives have known for 2 years. I think that it will not be announced for a week or two at the earliest, and it may never get announced. It may just never. Amazon will just memory hole it and never mention the show again.
I really do hope that certain creative teams that were involved in this, I know you guys don't like them, but having experience with costume design, the costumes in this took a lot of work. Whether they work on the show or not, they are difficult to construct and they have a lot of detail. I hope that they get a good gig for a great show or movie. Because they can do some amazing things.
Some of the costumes are impressive. They just don't work for this show.
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about, is that they're nice, but they don't work in this.
But the problem isn't just... my other issue with the costumes is that they look like they're wearing costumes and not clothes.
I will disagree with that.
But...
I think, some of them I think are a little too complex. Like the Aiel, I think their outfits are too complex.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The Aes Sedai, though, I'm like, okay, they're showing that they can be really creative and do something wild, but also looks elegant. They're putting too much. It's almost like they are putting everything that they've got into this. So hopefully someone will see, look, this is what we can do. And if you want us to tone it down, sure, we can take some of the accessories off. We don't need to have every Aiel person wearing like a freaking, whatever you've got. What's his face? Ruark wearing.
I think that's a good example of the problem that Alan was saying, right? Because the clothing that they have, to the extent that it looks good, it looks good in season 3. Season 3 has been better than the previous seasons. You have to acknowledge that. But it looks good in the way that like high fashion runway model sort of clothing looks, where it's like okay, I can see that this is very impressive and interesting. But like Alan said, it's not real clothes. No one would ever wear that.
No, I totally agree. But I don't think that that's the costume designers going, this is what we think works for this.
Sure.
I think that's them going, we need to show off everything we've got so we get a good job when this thing is done.
Meanwhile, all the Tanchico outfits were just like leftover from Black Sails.
Right.
The Tanchico outfits are so bizarre.
I
don't
also
understand that at all.
I would also agree with you, Amber, that the music is definitely not the worst part of the show.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's used emotionally correctly, I think that's the director's. I think that's on the director that that none of the musical cues feel like they're earned, and so when you're hearing it in context, it feels emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
But is that the fault of the composer
No.
or the writing that it's
That is the
like
writing.
imagine getting this season and saying, okay, now make us feel stuff, and you're like, well, that's literally impossible. This sucks. But I'm still like, I do think the music is done well. As much as I hate the lyrics to The Heels of Tanchico, because I am primarily a lyricist and those lyrics suck, the melody is really catchy. I find myself humming it all the time.
I do not like the melody because it is a raunchy bar song, and they're like swaying to, like, this is like a fireside music that you would listen to, like, you know, the hills of Tanchico. Like, it is, to me, it is not a raunchy bar song.
Sure.
That's fine, but we'll just disagree on that. But yeah, I think that the music is really good. I think that what you're experiencing, where it feels like this is so unearned, that has nothing to do with the music. Imagine if you had moments really built up to well with the writing and the characters, the music would feel so evocative. You would really like it. But because you don't get that support from the writing, you just go, and now they want us to feel sad, so here they're playing the sad music.
Yeah.
And it does.
100% agree.
You guys want to know what the best? Or go ahead, Peps.
Can I ask a question? Because it seems like what you're saying about the music and what you're saying about the costumes are different here. So Trip brings the point up. I do fault the costume designer. She went massively out of bounds. And there's definitely been some stuff on Twitter and things like that where the costume designer is really like angling at like overproducing some stuff. And so you're saying that, well, the music was, you know, well produced, underused, used in the wrong spots. You know, is that always their choice? No, but the costume designer is handing the equivalent of like, here's, you know, Beethoven's
Here's a master's thesis,
and the show is like, well, we didn't really. Beethoven's Fifth is not called for here. We asked for something kind of low key, and it's like, well, all I have is Beethoven's
Fifth. Don't go
Fifth.
chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the plains that you're used to.
But you don't think that Rafe is the one giving these prompts? Like, hey, give me something ridiculous, and she's doing what she's being asked?
Not necessarily that. I think what you do as a costume designer is you present, these are my ideas, and then you get feedback. So the feedback should have been, tone these down, less accessories. These are poor people. They don't have time to braid a doublet out of leather. Like they would just have leather doublet. Like that's the kind of
those platform heels even gayer, please.
Yeah. The thing is I feel like there's probably a lack of leadership on this project because
there's 100% that.
Okay,
that's
I will. If it's the same person that made the Eelfin costume, though, like she deserves no praise. That was insane.
That was where somebody should have stepped in and been like, "What the heck?" That was so weird. That was bizarre.
It was like it doesn't work on any level.
You're going to tell me that you don't.
When Mr. Keeper showed up and I said it's downhill from here, you guys didn't believe me.
No, I didn't.
You're going to tell me you don't think the costume department bears some culpability for Morghase's weird.
Let me eat my breakfast.
Which one is more gay?
The one who murders a kid.
The giant neck frill, like she's the lizard from Jurassic Park.
Let me explain what I mean here. When I say like the costumes, these took a lot of work to make. Like it is not easy to make something constructed like this and have it sit supported. This is basically
on
somebody
a technical
saying,
level,
look at what
very
I can
impressive.
Technically do. I cannot explain the Eelfin heels. I cannot. I have no. There's no.
But it's not just the it was the whole. It was everything.
This thing I think could have worked, but not for this character and not in this lighting. Oh my gosh!
He had sleeves with elbow cutouts.
Yeah, Pennywise meets Jim Carrey as the Grinch. That's what it was.
Yeah.
What? Say that again.
Pennywise meets Jim Carrey, the Grinch.
Jim Carrey's the Grinch.
It was just, I don't know. I mean, I know the Grinch, Pennywise, I guess.
That's the clown that, like,
oh, Pennywise. I don't know. I was thinking of a different show altogether. I was like, wasn't this like a early 19th century story of New York? Like,
no, it may be an early 1990s punk band.
No, okay. I've completely mixing up my films. But
you're thinking of the sort of grim dark kind of horror.
Come on, what is it? Penny.
No, The one that she's
Lane,
thinking
there is
of,
a hill
it was a
that has-
female lead, like monster killer kind of
I don't know.
grimdark horror series.
Guys,
Yeah.
you know what's
My goodness,
interesting? Oh,
Look at the lighting.
damn.
What is with the lighting? That is the worst place to stick your light. It just highlights the worst
Oh,
things
baby.
about this character.
You know what the best thing about this whole thing is?
Summit has it right. Penny Dreadful. That's the one.
Penny
I think you're
Dreadful.
thinking
That
of.
was what I was thinking of. Penny
Yeah,
Dreadful.
I knew the show you were thinking of, and I couldn't think of the name either. So
The
Yeah,
best
so
thing, either
I
this
never
whole
saw
show
it.
gets canceled and we never have to see another episode, or it gets renewed and they waste another $125 million on this fucking dog shit.
That's all this
I-
cost, 120
look,
million?
I'm
Yeah.
kind of torn now.
I know.
I want this show buried and dead,
But you
but
also
I'm kind of curious to see how they do
Me too.
Aelfin. You know, like
Snake people?
If this is how Eowyn were-
This is all we got. This is all you're gonna get. There's no more. There's no more of that.
except
Come on.
if they decide to waste another 125 million fucking dollars.
I just mean,
think
even if there's season 4, there's not going to be Elfin, right?
there's lots of evidence that Amazon is tightening their belt.
Yeah.
It would be very odd for them to restart this show. I think that
Even if it was their best performing show, they would look at, even if it got Reacher numbers, they would look at it and be like, well, Reacher cost a third of this to produce because
Right.
this isn't, it's an action show set in the real world. And this is a giant fantasy that costs, multiples times more and gets same numbers. The fact that this is down where it is,
it's worse numbers.
yeah, this is
and do you
dead.
think people between seasons are going back and rewatching?
No.
Like I was for
Well,
Game of Thrones.
Not normies. Not
We
normies.
we are, but it's to make fun of it. But we're also only
I've
watching
read
it to make
every single
fun of it.
episode,
Hey.
so they don't actually collect a view from me.
There's a group of people who watches and rewatches the show. They allegedly
Yeah.
put the show on loop 24/7, and
Oh
they
my
think
God.
Amazon doesn't have the analytics to know that.
That's what I was going to say. Have you guys been following the renewal campaign by Malkior's
Yeah.
King on Twitter?
No.
So good.
They're begging. It's a call to arms to thank Amazon for the show and beg for a season 4. And they had everyone fill out a survey, and it got 1,000 responses. That's it.
One of those was mine.
Yeah. And,
Oh, you signed it.
and
I may have used it as a vehicle to put some unhelpful comments.
part of the survey was asking them how many times they've rewatched the series. And
Yeah.
Malkior's King's intention was to show Amazon, look, we love the show so much we've rewatched it 20 times.
Instead, it's like, 1,000
And-
people have watched it 20 times, and now
the
it's
result,
like, so that's
the
where our
result was
20,000
out of like
views.
90% of the responses, they've rewatched it at least 2 times, and most of them had watched it 5+ times. You're like,
Oh boy.
I don't think you want to show these numbers to Amazon. I'm
No.
sure
Yeah.
Amazon already knows. They can disambiguate between a unique view and a repeat view.
Like,
But
I've
still,
just been-
that's not impressive to Amazon.
And
The
it's not what they're
only-
after.
No, it's not. They want to build a new audience, and
Well, it's also streaming service is not their business model. Selling you things is their business model, right?
Exactly.
So what they care about to some level is new Prime subscribers. And then on really what they care about is, do you buy a lot of things from Amazon? So if you have an account and you watch the show and you buy a lot of things, then that's what's probably moving the needle.
Yeah. What was the point of having Matt and Tanchika? What did he do?
he walked through an arch.
Why would
He had
having him
some
with
noodles
Rand
by
not have
ramen.
worked? Did he save the
You know
girl? No,
what?
he
Those
got
ramen
saved
noodles
by
look good.
the girls. So
What was the point of insert character name?
yeah, I just got to the point in the books where Nynaeve has to apologize to Matt
Great
because
part of
she's
this.
being rude to him.
Great part of
and
this.
But
What was the point of Tom?
Abadar.
The
What was the
top
point of
10
Tom?
the top 10 streaming from Nielsen are out for the second week.
Ooh, it's not on there, is it? It's gone off
It's
the
not,
list.
well, it's on. You got to look at the Yahoo News story, but just so you guys know, Wheel of Time has moved up to 7th place in the top 10 streaming originals. The number is 538 million minutes viewed. This is the that's 4 million more than the previous week.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
So it's very similar, and this was their best episode. So they're hanging kind of close to where season 2
That's episode
performance
4.
was.
Wait, that was episode 4 was the best episode?
because they dropped 3 episodes in week 1.
Oh, that's right.
So their viewing minutes pattern is going very similar to season 2, very dissimilar from season 1, where there was a noticeable drop off from week 1 to week 2, because all of their minutes kind of dropped when they only released 1 episode. So this kind of hints at, the only people watching this are watching as much as they can and basically putting shit on loop.
I think that the most what was I about to say? It was something about the most views that they are going to get after season 2 are going to be people who are already locked in, like they're not leaving for anything. Because most people, I think, lost interest in season 1 because the writing was just so bad and just left. And if people are like, "Oh, it gets better," you just got to keep watching. So they have to wait till season 3, and even there, it's just superficially better. I
talked about this on my show. I'm working on a individual video for it, but their biggest argument for why the show needs to be renewed is because it has a perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes. But what they're experiencing is survivorship bias. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's everyone who hates the show is not even bothering.
It's exactly what you described. Survivorship bias comes from World War II. It's analysis of airplanes. The planes that would come back from battle, they would analyze where all of the bullet holes were. And their initial reaction was, okay, they mapped out this is where planes get shot. So to make planes last longer, we should reinforce those areas. But that's the opposite of what they should have done. Because the only planes that made it back were the planes that could get shot there and still fly. If they were shot anywhere else, that was a catastrophic failure.
Yeah.
So, and that's what you're seeing with the ratings. If you look at season 1, it got about 100 people, 100 top critics reviewing it. Season 2 dropped to 50,
18 or something,
3 or something like that, and season 2 was about like 40. So your reviews are remaining consistent because the negative reviews are from people who didn't make it back.
And
they
look at
didn't
the people
watch
who
season 2. They didn't watch season
bother
3
because they were done after season 1. Yeah.
And if you compare those numbers, if you go and compare those numbers to the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, it's the opposite.
It grew.
They maintained the same level. They were around like 90% positive ratings, and they tripled, quadrupled in the amount of people giving reviews.
You know, I think that people are sick of this whole subversion, because I think that it's very unsatisfying to have an expectation, not even an expectation, but to create subversion where it's not earned. And what the thing about Game of Thrones is that we could see each character was on a particular journey, and we, even if you sort of knew where it was going to go, you'd get, even if it did something at the end that you're like, I didn't see that coming. Like for me, I did not see the main Stark guy dying at the end of season 1. I was like, I did not see that coming. But now that I think back on it, it was coming. Like this was going to happen.
It was foreshadowed very well. That's a perfect subversion of expectations, because they keep telling you that they're going to do it, but you don't think it's going to happen because you don't kill off the main character.
And then
right?
it happens.
But then it happens.
Oh my gosh,
it's not disappointing when it does. It doesn't come out of nowhere, because you're like, oh, wait, no, like you warned me that this would happen. You set this up really, really well.
Yeah.
It's like having a twist for the sake of there being a twist. Like, have you seen the Now You See Me movies?
No.
Okay.
I probably heard they were done.
It's the perfect example of this twist exists for the sake of having a twist. There's a twist at the end of that movie that's nonsensical. If you go back and watch the film knowing that that's the twist, none of the movie makes sense.
Okay.
And that's what this show does versus what Game of Thrones does.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think there's a fear of being predictable. The thing is that there's a difference between what you described, that
Right.
it is a very cleverly done subversion where it was hinted at. It was just hinted at so well that you didn't notice it. You didn't think it could possibly happen. Those two options. Instead, we're going to lead up to something, and then that's not going to happen at all. And then you're going to watch everything else, and you're going to rewatch and go, wait a minute, I still don't see why this thing should have happened except for the sake of happening.
And in that same vein, like the incessant need to subvert expectations, I guess could technically come from a good place of like, oh, I just don't want my plot to be predictable. But that's the thing. If you set it up well, even if people guess what's coming, when it happens, it's satisfying because you set it up well.
Yeah.
It's not going to be cliche or stupid if you do the groundwork. That's literally all. You just have to do the groundwork.
And you have to do enough of it. Like, okay, so I'm thinking of Nynaeve here in a lot of this.
Yeah.
Nynaeve breaking through her block. We did not see her actively trying to break through her block at all the entire season. She says in episode 1 of season 3, I need to stay here at the tower. I've got to figure out, I'm totally useless in battle. But then we see her at the White Tower, and not once is she trying to figure out why she's got
she
this
just
block.
stands there, nothing happens, and the one line of it's set up with one throwaway line of dialogue 4 episodes before the finale, where one person says, hey, if you just surrender, that's what you need to do. And then it doesn't show her trying to do that and failing, like, I need to do this, but I still can't surrender, right? It's never brought up until it happens in the finale, and you were super confused. You didn't even know what was happening.
I had no idea. I was like,
you had a flash of her daughter that she only remembered from her vision.
Which that has nothing to do with letting go. That to me, that would be like holding on. Right?
It should
holding on to her fake daughter that doesn't exist. That's not letting go.
If I was going to rewrite this, but I would have to have the whole script for season 1, 2, and 3. I would say, okay, we need to, if you're going to use the daughter here as her thing, you need to go back and have this moment be about the daughter refusing to leave or something, and her saying, trust mommy knows what's best for you, and the daughter doing it, and then that would make sense then. But it did not make any sense at all.
Or like it's set up in the books where she has to let go of her daughter, but it's the opposite in the show.
I think
I gotta address this comment real quick. The Shills of Tanchico. I have a perfect stinger for this. This is my favorite video of all time. He'll be gone.
Nice.
just at the ready.
A little bit of Anastasia. Anastasia's got a banging musical score. Like,
I love great. Anastasia, man.
I think there's a question that is maybe worth asking here, which is, so we've seen all 3 seasons here. The show was bought on a 3-season buy, right? With an alleged plan for 8 seasons.
Sure.
And the entire time we were told that we were idiots for criticizing this show because we just didn't know the grand plan that Rafe had. He was looking at the long game, and he understood that things had to be put in place.
If Moron was a Darkfriend
later,
you have to make changes in an adaptation.
Yeah.
If my whole prediction, when I think about it now, when we had our bingo card stream, and I said, you know what, Moron was a Darkfriend all along, and you guys were saying no, that would mean they were actually kind of smart. I should have listened to you guys. In hindsight, that was probably the worst prediction of my life. I gave them far too much credit. Right. It would have been far more likely for me to say, yeah, Amber, I totally think that they find out that Moron's sick the Forsaken on them in Tarvalon. In fact, I think Rand will even thank her for it. I should have been that stupid, and I would have been right.
True.
Did anybody see where Lanfear went off to? I'm now trying to find...
she just portaled away. I don't think it showed.
She portaled away, but no, it showed something. It did.
Yeah, I looked at maybe it's Tarvalon, maybe it's a different city.
Yeah,
it's tough to tell where they actually went to.
Okay, I've got
Plus,
it.
all the cities use the same set, so it's really hard to tell them apart.
Right, Tarvalon, Logoth, doesn't matter. Same
it's
set.
at the 1 hour 3 minute mark.
Yeah. So the question that I was going to ask though about having seen the 3 seasons, right, is, do we put yourself in kind of the steel manning of the production perspective here, right? what are we supposed to take away was the 3-season plan. The only thing that I can think of, right, is that the most important story, the story that they decided that they had to tell for 3 seasons was Moiraine and Siuan's love story and the Schism of the Tower. That's the only story that is anything approaching coherently told across these 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what possible arguments you could make that story is Robert Jordan's story.
It's not.
I just shared something.
Oh, I was gonna
Technically my
show it.
Oh no, there you go. That's where she
You
goes.
got it. Okay.
Perfect shot.
It could be the White
probably
Tower.
Tarvalon.
Yeah,
that
I
looks
think
like
it's probably
Tarvalon. Why
Tarvalon.
would she run
Why
to
would
Tarvalon?
she go there? I don't understand.
Hey, maybe it's Shatterlogeth in
Hey,
the daytime.
guys! We go back to our bingo card.
Bingo!
Go back to the bingo card.
Name Forsaken in the White Tower.
Yep.
We did it.
Dane
That doesn't help
and I are we're locked in on the bingo card.
That doesn't help me. I would still
tracking.
need AsmoThom to get that bingo.
No, I'm calling it right here. I'm probably going to change a few other ones on here.
Okay, I need to ask: can you portal at any time to anywhere? Like that's a thing?
There's some limits,
yeah.
but yeah, kind
So
of.
You have to know the location.
Okay.
yeah.
Man, this is looking
it's
a
kind
lot
of-
better than
it's
our
kind of
season or episode 7 review.
It kind of goes by the same rules as Looper. If you ever saw that movie with Hayden
Oh, no
Christensen,
one saw that one.
like you have to have been in the location to portal there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unless
close
you're-
enough. Yeah, I
you
can
can
see the connection you're making. Yeah.
You don't there are ways of getting around it. You can guess and get really lucky or get really unlucky.
A question for you guys. The super chat prediction about Demandred showing up. I know we wrote down Deus Ex Demandred, and Demandred in the old tongue is he who twists the blade. Is Lanfear twisting the blade
Bingo,
inside of...
baby.
Okay, let's take that one
Let's do
too.
it.
All right.
Still doesn't help me.
I've almost got 2 bingos.
But I got a bingo.
All I
At least
need
in
is
this card.
Asmo. Why is it Asmodian?
I don't know.
Asmodian?
Maybe you had a spell check, but it's
What did you guys? AsmoThom? Why didn't we
It's
change it to
AsmoThom.
something? Okay.
you know what? Oh god, you know what it might be? If
I see. Look, I would have a bingo if you guys let me change the one thing that we knew was spoiled.
Which was?
If we could have changed AsmoThom,
I did that on my card. If you
Yeah,
want to take a bingo.
What did you change it to?
I changed it to Samodine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Samodine.
Okay, well then I do get a bingo. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Dude, we did good. In hindsight, we're looking at this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I got
14 out of. We got like at least half of this whole card covered.
I got screwed in this column because you guys wanted to hedge your bets.
I asked you guys about
I
that.
got Siuan dies and Siuan escapes in the same column.
She could have escaped and then died. Like it
I was
always
this
a
close to
possibility.
2 bingos.
Yeah,
So
she could've-
close.
could've-
And that should have been Samodine, not Asmodian. Asmodian.
You've shared the same screen 3 times.
I have. Oh, I didn't know you can
No,
share.
I can just I can minimize it and bring it back.
Cut them
You,
off.
you don't need to keep. You don't need to keep sharing your screen.
I'm sorry.
This was fun, guys.
This was fun.
Glad we did the bingo. I'm disappointed that my ultimate prediction ended up being the worst one.
Yeah.
But in my defense,
Meanwhile, my ultimate prediction, spot
which
on.
was? Clan
The Ingtar Liandrin.
Oh man.
Nailed it.
Ooh.
Nailed it. I mean,
No
really,
one
the
can-
half court shot, just right.
When you guys said no, Dane, that
I
that
even
would
called the
require
line.
the
I said she
writers-
was going to use the line.
the writers having some kind of ability and being willing to retcon their idiocy from 2 seasons to do a reveal, there's no way they're that smart. And I was just like, no, they'll do it. And I was wrong. I was totally wrong.
Pretending like that's payoff is insane.
I know.
Hey, this happened off screen, guys.
Darkfriend all along.
you
No,
saw
they
two
doubled
characters?
down on her being the bestest ever, and Rand finally realizing it somehow.
It's like, remember when you saw two characters have a conversation and they totally didn't say this? Well, they did say this. You just
That was
didn't
so weird.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. If you're
Thanks for
not
having
subscribed to Sword and Pen, I don't know what you're doing because she's more entertaining than me. Also, you're way better at thumbnails than I. Your thumbnails are like the perfect like balance
guy.
between clickbait and like enticement.
I have a guy.
I'm not that great.
A guy contacted me and said, "Please let me do your thumbnails because my old ones were no good." So
Yeah,
he's
he's doing his job. I'm still working on that magic. Thanks for all the super chats. We'll try and buy some books with that. And if you're not subscribed to the White Cloaks,
he's gonna buy some leather bound.
You can the Band of the Red Hand is the Discord is also linked in the description. You can find them there. It's a nice place because it's a contentious place and also not a contentious place because you can choose the level of contention you want to participate in. There's so many different channels. And it's a wonderful group of 100% accepting people who will never argue with you ever.
Depends what channels you select.
I object to that statement.
Yeah, it's been a super fun stream. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you guys so much. This was
I need
really
to go
fun.
feed this baby, and make sure. And I need to go see what the girls got into while I was doing this.
They're silently destroying.
Last time I did it with Steve.
Yeah.
Last time I did it with Steve, they were playing with matches and flushed an entire roll of toilet paper down the toilet.
Oh,
So-
that's fine. You
know,
got
so
toilet paper money to burn, I bet.
My son did the toilet paper down the toilet, except apparently if the toilet seat is open, he just likes to throw things in the toilet. And so he just grabbed an entire full unused roll and just chucked it in there. And my wife didn't appreciate well, why don't you just keep the toilet closed? And she's like, sometimes I forget. And I was like, you know who never forgets to put the seat down on the toilet?
Okay, how do you do if Prophet's going to stream in 15 minutes? How do you do a redirect?
I think you just tell everyone, hey, Prophet is
there.
doing a stream in 15 minutes. Go there.
Yeah, but there's a way I can automatically send people there against their will, which is, but I don't know how to do that.
I think most of them have got it.
Timestamps pop out. It'd be fun to figure out. Create a
Oh,
highlight
live.
video. I don't see it anywhere.
Just
All right,
gonna frantically
everybody-
start Googling in the background.
Go to Prophet stream. We're done for a while. I got to work on my slideshow, but stay tuned for me and Aldan later tonight, breaking down with many of the same jokes. So prepare to be disappointed.
I've got
Like this show.
I've got a video dropping tomorrow. If you're a channel member, you can watch it already.
Nice.
It's making fun of the previous episode a little bit. I did warn you. Yeah, I know my kids were being too quiet. Yeah, any video you want to plug, Amber?
No, I will be scheduling a live stream on my channel to talk about this season finale, and I am going to be putting out some Last of Us videos. I know it's not Wheel of Time related, but they're not going to involve all my crazy editing. They'll just be responses. I'm trying to love this show because I think it's got some merit, but I just
Is
don't like the
season 2
main
out?
character at all.
The Last of Us?
Is
season?
season 2 out yet?
Season 2 started coming out, I think.
Huh.
We got 50 minutes until Prophet.
Oh wait, why are we hearing Doll?
Now you're
That's on the
Discord.
Why are you?
Yeah. Somebody's got is still on
I
the
could
Discord.
recognize him. Doll is the only white cloak I've ever met in person.
All right. Well, I can't find the button for redirecting, so just go there yourselves. And yeah, it's been fun. I'll be streaming again on Saturday too, because my regular schedule stream is on Easter, so no streaming on Sunday, or my wife will kill me. So, all right, see you guys. It's been fun.
This was
Bye.
fun, Alan. Thanks
Thank
for hosting.
you.
Thanks for everything you did.
I just happened to stop by for books.
Books. I like books.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
I can't talk about it with you.
Well, why not? We already did that.
We just finished.
What happened to then? We passed that. When? Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Oh, how did that go?
Well, we had a really good conversation.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
You did fine, Todd.
Good.
You can go home now.
This is the end.
That's all she wrote.
I'll never forget you.
I don't even know how to read.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.